Hey, people, what's going on? What's going on? Back again with another show, man, alongside my partner in crime, Copfather. How are you, sir?
How's it going, bro? How's it going, chat? Nice to see everyone.
Good.
The dynamic duo's back again.
I know, innit? One of them ones. Yeah, back again. Please like and subscribe to the channel. Got a few subjects to get through. It usually takes an hour, but you never know. We just get carried away. Do you know what I mean? But we're gonna get through Mark Ghehi, Anton Semenyo, and Jacquet as well. We're gonna talk about these three individuals and anything else that sort of like comes obviously to comes across my desk, as it were. Do you know what I mean? This Mark Ghehi thing, it looks like he wants to discuss new terms in order for him to sort of like come to Liverpool. There's a lot of clubs that are involved in obviously in wanting his signature, like so Man United, City is supposed to be in there, Chelsea. Then you got sort of like teams on the continent like Inter Milan and so forth. So Bayern Munich as well. Bayern Munich supposed to be throwing a hat in the ring as well, as it were. So like he's a defender. Do you know what I mean? That's sort of like well in demand. Do you know what I mean? But it still looks like, you know, Liverpool is his destination. I mean, yeah. I think what might have happened is when that deal collapsed, you know what I mean? I reckon they put something in place that say, well, look, you know, we're gonna come for you in January. Don't worry about it. We're gonna come for you in January, and literally, you know, they got some agreement. Do you know what I mean? So, what's your thoughts on the situation?
When he says new terms, what exactly is it? Is he asking for a higher wage? Is he asking for a lengthier contract? What's the terms?
I reckon, and in the without looking up on Twitter, because I'm gonna look at it on Twitter and see if I can find any news. I reckon it's probably the signing on bonus. Do you know what I mean? The signing on fee, and probably the wages as well. Do you know what I mean? You know, probably what could have happened. Do you know? I'm no clairvoyant. What could have happened is they might have discussed, say, look, you know, we're going to give you, let's say, for instance, say, like, we're going to give you a £50,000 signing on bonus. Yeah. He might want, do you know what I mean? He might want more than that. Do you know what I'm saying? He might want sort of like, you know, 75 or 80 or something like that. Let's say something like that. As for the wages, they might have agreed a certain fixed wage that he's going to get in a week. Probably wants to review that as well. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, 100%. Yeah,
could be down to that. Do you know what I mean?
Because he's leaving one club, and it's obviously if he's coming for Liverpool, he wants to get onto the big boy wages. So I don't blame him, to be honest.
I don't blame him because the fact that what's actually happened. Remember, he's a product of the Chelsea academy, isn't it?
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? And Chelsea Chelsea do not know what they got. They don't know what they got, and
They
this is
haven't
the
got a
problem.
clue.
Yeah, this is the problem at the day when you've got like untold money. You know what I mean? You just buy whoever you want to buy. Do you know what I mean? And you don't realize that you know what I mean, that you got some gems.
Yeah.
And the thing is about it, and the gems that you got don't actually get a game.
No.
Do you know what I mean? You know, don't actually
And when
get a
they
game.
do come around, when they do actually come into the spotlight, Chelsea try and buy them back all the time. You notice that?
Yeah, yeah.
They sell them when they're young, and then when they develop with a new club, when they reach a certain height, Chelsea try and sign them back, and it's like, well, what you let them go for in the first place then?
That's what I'm saying. This is what I'm talking about. Do you know what I mean? Right. It's got something here from Transfer News Live. Yeah.
Oh yeah, okay.
I'll put this up. I'll put this up. Right. No, can't put it up like that. Right. Let me put this up. This is probably one of the terms that is talking about. One of the terms they're talking about. Right, this is one of the terms they're talking about. He said Mark Ghehi will only move to Liverpool if he's guaranteed to be first team starter. Do you know what I mean?
I'll have him on the list ahead of Konate any day of the week and twice on Sunday.
Yeah, I don't know. Because Konate and he's still one hell of a defender. I mean, listen, you know what I mean? He has to sort of like, all right, he has to basically know it, and they sort of like, you know, you're not gonna come in and push another person at the position. You know what I mean? Yes, and you'll get first team football and that, but like, you know, it's a team effort. Do you know what I mean? But like, are you saying that you rate Mark Gay better than Konate?
Yeah, because I like availability, and Konate does get injured quite a bit. He does get injured quite a bit. So does Gomez, and we've seen what happens with Gomez went down. It's only a matter of time for Konate goes down as well. He's managed to keep it off at the moment. Let's keep our fingers crossed because he's not been injured yet. But Ghehi, as far as I know, does not have the same injury type records as Konate.
Right. Do you know, and Dave, if Konate gets injured now, we're fucked.
Exactly.
We're fucked. We are fucked.
Screwed over big time.
Seriously, I'm telling you, we are screwed. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But the fact of like having yeah man, big up GSC, big up to you. And Dicko's in the building as well. Big up and Dicko. He said, all right, boys.
How you going, Ant?
Yeah, I'm wicked, and you know what I mean? We're just chopping up this Mark Gary situation, you know what I mean? Chopping it up. Yeah, so I hear you still. I hear
First
you
team
still.
starter. I don't think that'd be an issue because I think you might shoot me for this one, but I think we might actually be going for 5 at the back and using Frimpong and Kirk as wing backs, which is what we bought them for. I've just got a sneaky suspicion that they're going to have 3 centre backs at the back.
Yeah, you know what? That is a possibility, you know.
Because they're wing backs. They're not left.
Bro.
They're not full backs. They're wing backs. Kirkes is a left wing back.
Possibility. Do you know what I mean? Because this is what I was saying at the day when the likes of Amron coming into our club. Yeah. The difference with Amron going into Man United is that he had to make the system, and he still hasn't made it yet. Do you know what I mean? When you look at sort of like our situation, we had the system to pay 3 at the back.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? We had it. Even when Trent was there, we had the system to pay 3 at the back. Because if you remember, last season, Gomez was like literally sort of like realistically fit all season. Realistically, do you know what I mean? He might have little blips here and there, but he's actually fit for most of the season anyway. So we could have played three at the back. Do you know what I mean? Obviously with Thing bombing on, with Trent bombing on, and then you had Robbo would have been bombing on. Do you understand what I'm saying? So we did have a system, and that's what I always say. You know what I mean? When people talk about, oh, I don't want to play three at the back. When people talk about that, because they're entitled to their opinion. Don't get me wrong. You know what I mean? I won't shoot somebody down for their opinion. They're entitled to it. You know what I mean? My argument with that was the fact that today it's like we have got the system to play three at the back. Do you know what I mean? We've got that system. So
and
really,
now we'll have the defenders. We'll have the three. We'll have the three defenders now as well. Ghehi, Van Dijk, and Kanata. You'll play all three of them, won't you?
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to say. And you play. I think, you know what? The more you obviously what you just said, the more it's making sense. You know,
because he bought wing backs. He didn't buy left. He didn't buy full backs. He bought wing backs. They're different.
Yeah, it's making sense. You know, because put it this way, if you had a back three at the end of the day of Mark Ghehi, Kanate, and Virgil van Dijk, come on now, man. You cannot tell me that's not cooking.
That is defense galore.
Yeah, you cannot. Nobody can tell me that. Not even Ali Slot and Day, right?
I think that's what he wanted, you know.
Yeah,
I think that's what he wanted, because if you look back on it, Isak was going to be the lone striker, Ekitike was going to be the backup striker, and you bought Kirkes as a wing back, you bought Frimpong as a wing back, and you're bringing in Ghehi. Doesn't it make sense? It's got to be five at the back, hasn't it?
And you could play a 3-4-1-2.
Yeah.
Or 3-4-3.
There you go.
Do you know what I mean? It's like, listen, I reckon probably that's what he's gonna go for if he gets Ghehi in. Do you know what I mean? You know, and you can and like you can with the fact and day of like of let's say Semenyo, because I think Semenyo is coming in.
I think he's coming.
Yeah, I think he's coming in. So let's say at the end of the day, like he plays a 3-4-1-1-2. Yeah, yeah. If that's right, isn't it? 3-4-1-2, innit? That'd be right, wouldn't it?
Yeah, that'd be right. Yeah, 3,
yeah,
4,
right,
5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yeah.
Yeah. I don't want to overcook it. You know what I mean? Put 20 players on the pitch. You know what I mean? Yeah. Like, I'll tell you, let's do this. Let's do something in there, because you know what I mean.
Yeah, let's have a look at the formation. How it would look. Yeah. Let's just have some fun with it.
Yeah.
What do you think? What do you think, Ant? What do you think of that 5 at the back or 3 at the back? Because we're bringing in Ghehi, and he plays that position predominantly. And we did get Kirkes, who's a left wing back, and we did get Frimpong, which is a right wing back.
Let me do something. Okay, change the position. All right, let's change the formation. Right, I'm going to change the formation. Actually, let me put it up so you can actually see what I'm doing.
Yeah, do it in the background.
You know what I mean? All right, lineup builder.
3-4-2-1. There we go. There you
go. It's up now. So
I've put 3-4-2-1.
Yeah.
You have a look at that. It looks like.
Let me see something. I'll change the thing.
Right. So, with a moustache.
3-4-2. Yeah, it's 3-4-2-1.
Yeah.
Oh no, you got 3-4-1-2. You got 3-4-1-2 or 3-4-2-1. Which one do you want?
I think I'll go 3-4-2-1. I've got to think it's suspicion that might be the one he looks at.
Right. Okay. Oh, that looks good, doesn't it?
I like that already.
Looks good from the get-go. Okay. So what we got here is
obviously the big man, Ali.
Right, you've got Becca.
We've got the alley cat.
You got alley cat. That's not that. So
but he can be a cat sometimes, kind of the way he jumps. So we're
Right.
saying
So you got,
I'd put Canate
I'll
on
put
the
Virgil.
right.
I'll put Virgil in the middle because Virgil will be in the middle as the captain, won't he? As
More
a
than
head.
likely, although possibly they might leave Virgil on the left because that's where it's been predominantly, any.
Yeah. Okay. So you put Kanate there. Yeah.
I'll probably put Canate in the middle. Yeah.
All right. Okay. All right. So you got Kanate. Kanate is there. Ghehi will be on the right, won't he?
Yes.
Ghehi will be on the right. Mark Ghehi. There you go. Ghehi be on the right.
VVD on the left.
And they got VVD Virgil on. Yeah. Oh shit! Shit! Scheiße!
It's like that
Scheiße!
disappeared.
Where did it? All right.
There it is.
There you go. Virgil's there,
That's
right?
a
See,
solid.
that's a
solid back
solid
three
three
straight
centre
away.
backs, yeah. Right.
You could probably switch Canate and Ghehi around, but we'll just leave it for that as that for now.
Okay. So then you have
Sabozalai.
Frimpong here.
Oh, you put in Frimpong. Okay.
Yeah, no, not Sabozlai will not come in there. Sabozlai
That's
is not
Dumfries.
playing now. Right
That's
wing back.
Dumfries.
Shame. I mean,
We don't need Dumfries yet.
he's actually quite good. Actually, Dumfries, you know.
He is.
Yeah.
He's just not linked or playing for us yet.
And he's Dutch as well.
Oh yeah, he'll get him at some point. You know what that manager's like. If he sticks around, he'll get him.
Yeah.
And then you put in Kirkes on the other side.
Huh?
You put in Kirkes on the other side.
Oh yeah, Kirkes. Yeah, put Kirkes there. Kirke. Right. There you go. Right, Kirkes there. And the two in there will be.
It should be McAllister and Gravenberch, but
no,
with the way McAllister is at the moment, it'd be Curtis Jones.
Yeah, I'll put Grav and Jones.
Yeah. Like you're saying, it would normally be McAllister, but he's recovering from that surgery, so I don't want him anywhere near the pitch, to be honest.
Yeah. Watching Jones. There we go. Right. So then you can have Semenyo on this side. Get out of it. Let's see. Yeah. On that side. Semenyo on that side. Vert. Oh no! You know what I will have Sabozlai. I'll start with Sabozlai.
Okay.
So I'll start with Sobo. Sobo's. Oh no! Get this bloody thing right. Yeah.
I think it's a Z right at the beginning.
Oh, shame. SOB, innit? SOB.
Yeah, I think it's a Z then.
I usually get it from here sometimes, but he wants to play silly bugs now. No, it doesn't.
Must be SBZ then. I really don't know how to spell this guy's name.
Fuck me. Seriously, I always get it, but like, all right. Oh no, you know it's SZ. Yeah, SZ.
There you go.
It's SZ.
I knew there was a Z somewhere. I just can't remember where.
I know. I hear you. I knew it was as well. Right.
Looks like Andico's put here. Cop Fiber final was cancelled because they weren't available. Shit houses. That's ridiculous. That.
Oh shit.
And Paul Smith puts, I wouldn't have Ghehi or Semenyo anywhere near my club.
Who's that? Who said that?
Paul.
I don't know what he's
Paul
got
Smith's in,
against.
Paul
I don't know
Smith's in
what
the
he's
chat.
got against Gay and Semenyo, then, because they're two very good players. You'd be lucky to get them.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Copfather says Copfather final was cancelled because they weren't available. Shithouse.
It's ridiculous.
Shithouses. Yeah, I wouldn't have Gay and Semenyo anywhere near my club. Well, I don't agree with that, Paul.
Each to their own. That is the type for me. That's a title-winning team.
Yeah, of course. I mean, look at that, man. Fucking look at that.
Look at the bench. You think that's impressive? Look at what's back up on the bench as well. That's the point. There's a lot of backups on the bench.
Let me just take this off a minute. You can see it fullness. Look at that.
That is amazing. That.
Yeah, you got Becker. You got Alison Becker in goal. Ghehi, Kanate, Virgil. Right. Then across the wing backs, you got Frimpong and Kirkes. The two in midfield, and that's going to sort of like you got Gravenberch would do defending, and also Jones will do some defending as well. Yeah, but he more or less sort of like they more or less work in a double pivot. Yeah. Then you got Semenyo. You got Semenyo and on the right, Sabozzi on the sort of like on the left and left. Do you know what I mean? Mm-hmm. Or we can do this way. We can do this, yeah. Because at the end they sort of like Sobo, yeah, mainly plays on the right. We'll push him to the left, yeah, because we look realistically buying him for the left, aren't we?
More than likely, yeah. With a solid left winger. But there you go. Right. On the bench at that point, you'd have Salah, you'd have Gakpo, you'd have Ekatike, you'd have McAllister. Yeah. Straight away, that's straight away a solid bench. You got Robinson, you got Bradley. You got some solid options off the bench straight away.
Yeah, because the things about them, the things about it, if that got changed to Gakpo, yeah, if this one got changed to Gakpo at the end of the day, right? Let me take him out for a minute. Yeah, let me take him out for a minute. Right. Oh shit. Let me remove him. Right. So I put Gakpo in. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Gakpo is playing as a 10.
Yeah.
That's a 2. And this is the same. This is the same formation that Alonso, used to play at Leverkusen. Yeah, he used to play this at Leverkusen. He used to literally play with 2 10s. Do you know what I mean? 2 10s and a striker.
You could even put Wirtz there if you wanted. You could take Gakpo and put Wirtz.
That's what I'm saying. There's so many variations you can do this. You can take Szoboszlai and put Wirtz in there.
Yeah.
Sub off Semenyo, sub off Gakpo, and put Semenyo in there. Do you know what I mean?
You could even put Gakpo's position behind them, just in front of the midfield, and give Ekatike a good run off the pitch as well. You can do all sorts with this.
Yeah, because even with that now, right? Even with that, he's like Gakpo's literally Gakpo and Semenyo, Szoboszlai, sorry, are literally playing behind Isak. So what isn't there? He's getting the midfield's going to give like Szoboszlai service, yeah, and Gakpo service, and which in turn give Isak service.
Exactly, that's what we're looking for, to give Isak some service.
Yeah, Isak will cook off that. There's service coming from everywhere. There's service coming from the wings, like this coming into here. Yeah. You know what I mean? Yeah. I'll put it right there. That coming into there.
Yeah.
I mean, there's so much service coming in to the striker, right? Whoever's playing as a striker.
And Gravenberch and Jones don't have to move then.
You know what I mean? Seriously.
They can just patrol that particular area there. This bloody awful team.
Semenyo is vastly overrated. So is Bacola overrated.
Yeah.
Bacola's overrated. Even that other one, the other one they got PSG. They're overrated. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
They're very overrated.
We're supposed to rate them because they won a Champions League. If that's the case, then the 2005 Liverpool winning team is better than AC Milan, right? Based off this logic.
I would play Robbo over Kirkis. You can do. You can. They can literally sort of like rotate in that position. They can literally rotate in that position.
I don't know if Robbo would do well in this kind of system, though. That's the thing. I don't think his legs would be able to carry him.
No, I think he would. I think he would. I think he's still got some energy in him. Listen, they're Scottish, man. They're Scottish. That's Braveheart for you there, mate. You know what I mean?
Yeah, man. Braveheart.
And Dicko said Gappo out until the new year. Okay. So then at the end of the day, what if he's come then at the day, let's say they put Semenyo there then. Let's say they put Semenyo there. You know what I mean? Until obviously Gappo is fit and ready to go. Or you could put Wirtz there. You know what I'm gonna do? I'll put Wirtz there. You rotate with Wirtz.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Paul Smith is not feeling this team. He said, bloody awful team. Where's Ekatike and Wirtz?
Ekatike and Wirtz. Well, because they're not in the starting lineup doesn't mean they're not going to play, you know.
I know, that's the point.
It doesn't mean they're not going to play. Do you know what I mean?
What you could do then is have Wirtz and Ekatike behind Isak then.
No, but what I would do at the end of the day, I'll rotate the striker with Ekatike. Just rotate them.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? That's all you got to do. And whoever's playing the best, you know what I mean? In looking up goals and this and that, they will get the more longer run out. They will get the starts, put that way. Do you understand what I'm saying?
100%, I agree.
That's a good
team.
There's so much you can do with this.
I reckon that was actually what Slot wanted, but at the beginning of the season, because he went for Ghehi. Ghehi plays the free at the back. We all know this. So that to me says to me he wanted to play free at the back. He had that in his mind. The tactics are set up like that. The problem with the tactics set up like that at the moment, there's a big gap in the middle where defenders are just midfielders are just running through because the actual tactics are set up for a free at the back.
Facts. That is big facts, That is big facts. And Dicker said footy missing in action on the school night. No, he's doing some content at the moment, and he said he's gonna jump in. He's gonna jump in when obviously when he's finished. You know what I mean? So that's quite fun actually. You know what I mean? So you're actually right in what you're saying today in the fact that like him wanting to bring in Ghehi and wanting to bring in sort of like Semenyo, because Semenyo will play good as a 10, I reckon. He'll cook as a 10. Seriously, he will cook as a 10.
To me, always seems to be to me, always seems to be at the moment is trying to create a Bayern Munich where we just buy from the other teams around us and strengthen ourselves. That's what it looks like.
There you go, innit? There you go.
There you go. He just put Andico put there. Slot played free at the back at Feyenoord. Told you. There you go. The proof is in the pudding. He wanted to do the same.
Yeah. And then I'm not being funny. In Holland, they like playing free at the back.
Yeah.
They like it. They like playing free at the back. Do you know what I mean? That's it. So footy actually showing up. Yeah, he's due to be showing up, man. He's due to be showing up. You know what I mean? He's due to be showing up. See, that's what I'm trying to say. So like, you're guaranteed goals with his system, I think if we, for instance, play this system, bring in Mark Ghehi, and we can keep Frimpong fit and Kirkes fit. So far, touch wood, we've been able to keep Kirkes fit. It's just of Frimpong, sort of like I remember. But the thing is about it, right? Yeah.
I think it's because Frimpong's playing as a right back. I think that's what the problem is. He's playing as a right back, so he has to run further back. But if he's a right wing back, he's much further forward. He doesn't have to run as far back. I think that's what's injuring him. Just a guess.
Yeah. No, the thing is about it. The thing is about it, right? We can also play Bradley there, Conor Bradley, yeah. Because he can play that wing back role as well. Mm-hmm. He's actually pretty good at playing that wing back role. To be fair, do you know what I mean? You get what I'm saying?
100%.
You know, he does like bomb forward and give those passes either to Sobo or Isak. Do you know what I mean? He does do that. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So we can actually do that. You know what I mean?
But the way the tactics look, it just looks to me like it's set up for a free at the back because he's just got that huge gap right in the middle of the field.
Mm.
Why would he have that huge gap? That's the thing. His tactics are set up for that. 3-5-1. Not bad.
What's it? AAS? During told be protect, otherwise only lads are brilliant. I don't understand that one there. A message on Dicker. Dicker, can you send it again for us, please, mate? Send it again for us. Could confuse you lads, say 3-5-1-1. That's like 3-5-2, isn't it? Really?
Essentially, yeah. But yeah, you'd have a player playing a second striker.
You know what I mean? It's 3-5-2. You know what I mean? But I think this one's better because it's more like a diamond shape. You know what I mean? It's more like a diamond shape, and you've got sort of like you've got like your angles covered. You know what I mean? You literally got your angles covered because when they come forward, when they come forward in that, yeah. All right, hold on. Right, so when they come forward, you're gonna look like that. You're gonna look like that. You know what I mean? Like that, right? Yeah.
Look at the service Isak could be getting there.
Yeah, that's on the attack. That's on the attack, and obviously at the end of the day, when they're defending, you know what I mean, you're looking at something like this. You're looking at something like that. You look at 5 at the back, but then you got like Sabozlai will probably go back and help out here. You know what I mean? And then sort of like, he'll help out there, and then he'll just sort of like step back. You know what I mean? So there's not much of a gap. You know what I mean? In there, you understand what I'm saying?
100%. It makes sense. Yeah. When they're defending, that makes sense. That's pretty solid. That.
Yeah.
Once you get past them 3, you've got 4 to look forward to, and then you've got 3 to look forward to, and then you've got Alisson Becker at the end.
Yeah,
so if you somehow manage to get through the defence, you've got a wall at the end.
But you see how easy it's going to be for these guys, to spring forward.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's so easy for them to spring forward and launch a counter attack. Do you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Now to counter attack, and they're going to tuck in like that, and then obviously in the day, sort of like he can come forward. He comes forward. You know what I mean? And then you see that on attack. You know what I mean?
Yeah, because that's Birch. That's Birch playing in the 10 role, which is what he was promised.
Yep, exactly.
That's the role he was promised. That one right there, that is exactly what he was promised, something like that. But it can't be delivered if we don't have Ghehi. If this is the formation that the guy's going for, he did the same thing at Feyenoord, then I'm not being funny. As much as I'm slot out, let's give him a chance. If this is going to be what he can come up with.
Yeah. If he can make that work, he can make that work. Meant to say good job, because otherwise be protect. You lads are brilliant. Meant to say.
Oh, cheers, man.
Oh, nice one for you. Sorry, autocorrect meant to say good job because B protects.
Protests.
So B
protests.
Protects. Otherwise, only joking. You lads are brilliant. Yeah.
Cheers, man.
Nah, big
Appreciate
up,
man.
Big up, bless up, one love.
No, seriously, what's everyone thinking in the chat about this? About Slot having possession of this particular team? Because to me, if you look at Ghehi signing, the Kirkhead signing, the Frimpong signing, and the Burt signing, it all comes together in this formation.
All right, take over from for a bit.
Yeah, no, man, always, man.
Take over from it.
Yeah, I'll be it. Always.
Yeah. 1 second.
All right, everyone. What we all thinking then with this particular formation? As I say, it seems to me this is probably what Slot was trying to do when he was signing Ghehi on deadline day. Because if you look, we can have all our three defenders at the back there, and signing Kirkes as a wing back and also Frimpong as a wing back, it kind of makes sense. Gravenberch and Jones wouldn't have to do anywhere near as much running, and Szoboszlai and Wirtz would actually fit better in that formation, I'd say. And Isak probably get a lot more service. Because as Ross was showing, you could bring Kirkes forward that side. You could bring not Bradley, but we'll just put Bradley there as an example. So you have Frimpong running forward this side as well. So you've got the two fullbacks running forwards to help in the attack. So if anyone's got any comments, please share them. But for me, that seems to be the formation that Slot was actually looking for, General. But I'll let them know what you guys think. Copfather, you will understand this. Pass down cold days, going home and bargain. Guess what? Scouts with shorts guaranteed no matter the weather. Yeah, shorts and a hoodie, mate. Shorts and a hoodie. That's what we do up here. Pair of shorts and a hoodie every day of the week, even a baseball cap if you're feeling up for it. That's exactly what I used to do back when I was younger. Always the same. No matter what weather it was always a pair of shorts, black trainers, black socks, pulled down obviously, baseball cap and a hoodie. I still wear hoodies to this day, man. That never stops. I know exactly what I'm about, Ant. That's what we used to do in the 90s, my friend. That was it. Yeah, there you go, my mate. Exactly it. That was it. No matter the weather, we had shorts. No matter the weather, we were tough. So, Ant, what do you think of the formation, my mate? Do you think that's exactly why we bought Wirtz, we bought Frimpong, we were going to buy Ghehi, and we bought Kirkes, because this seems to fit their playing styles more than the formation that they're currently playing. What's everyone think? Yeah, thank you, man. So yeah, as I say, Szoboszlai, I think he'd do very well in that position, and I think Isak would actually benefit from there as well. Because the problem you've got with Isak at the moment, as I was saying last night, is he's not match fit. He's fit. He's got his fitness up, but he's not match fit, so he doesn't look anywhere near as sharp as the rest of the squad potentially does. And now that the squad has realised that Slot might generally have a plan, they seem to have all got back on board a bit. I'm guessing the Tottenham game will be able to tell us a little bit more, but my guess is this is pretty much what he's going for. We're going forward with the signing. If that's the case, I'm willing to give this a try. I know there's a couple of people like Fozzie, for example, who won't be happy playing three at the back because you very rarely win anything with three at the back. But yeah, you could do 3-4-1-2. You could. I don't actually have control over that. So yeah, but yeah, 3-4-1-2. I have Ekatike and Isak up front. Wirtz behind them, or Szoboszlai, whichever you want, and have the four midfielders, probably not Bradley, Kirkes and Frimpong with Gravenberch and Jones. McAllister, if he comes back in and gets back to full fitness after his hernia operation. And Personally, I'd say probably swap Ghehi and Konate around. I don't know what it is, but I think Konate would be better on the right. What do you think, Anne? Guess we'll start. Yeah. 100%, mate. Yeah. Personally, I don't see a problem. I don't see a problem with that type of team because we have the personnel for that type of team anyway. So he will start. Yeah, he will. He will, but probably not on the right. I'd probably say he'd probably be the one in the middle because I think he plays in the middle for Crystal Palace as their captain, but I'm not 100% sure on that. So don't quote me on that one. I'm gonna say I'm not 100% on that one. But yeah, having Gravenberch and Jones in the middle would also be a good thing as well because Jones could actually come forwards and help out the two in front, and Gravenberch can move backwards and help the three at the back. So we have four at the back there, the wing backs running up and down the pitch, only ever going to the halfway line, and then you've got either Sabozlai, Isak, Vert, Ekatike, Salah, Semenyo, whoever's going to be there. But I don't think this type of formation actually suits Salah. That's the problem I see here. It doesn't look like it would suit a Salah type player to me. Maybe I'm looking too much into it, but I don't think this suits a wing back personally, because these two are playing in the 10. So I don't know what do you guys think? Do you think Salah was fit into a system like this, or is it just a getting away from Mo Salah type of thing, putting him on the bench? What are we thinking? Yeah, we could always rotate. Of course, we can. We can rotate a lot of the squad. If we play a team like this, on the bench, you've got potentially McAllister, you've got Gakpo, which is in the best case scenario, by the way. You've got Salah, you've got well, Bradley's on the pitch at the moment, so let's say Frimpong's there. If Gomez is back fully fit, you've got a Gomez there. You've got this will probably be after January, so if I'm not mistaken, we probably end up with Harvey Elliott there as well. So that's always good to have little Harvey Elliott. So yeah, man, I can see that formation working pretty well for us, especially the way our tactics are set up. Would everyone agree that's probably as close to Liverpool's best 11 as we can get? With the way, obviously, Arne Slot wants to play. Yeah, I agree with that. Mo won't be here in a year's time based on that. But yeah, let's go with that as well, that Mo's not here. Because that's probably more than likely going to happen in the summer, which I'm fine with. If he wants to go in the summer, then fair enough. So yeah, Thank you for wearing the number 11 shirt. Just pass it on to the next player on the way out. You're like, you know us, and we've seen players wear that shirt. Yeah, Mussal's been absolutely amazing for us, but so was James Milner, so was Jordan Henderson, Fabinho. When he did actually get on the pitch, Thiago was pretty good as well. We've seen players come, we've seen players go. Back in the 90s, we saw the big players as well. We saw Michael Owen, we saw Fowler, we even saw Paul Ince, we saw Jamie Redknapp, we saw Jason McAteer, we saw Steve McManaman, we saw all these great players come, and then we just watched them go. Because that's just football. No matter how much you like a player, unfortunately, a lot of fans have got to understand this. He's just a number on the pitch. Yeah, there you go. Exactly the same, man. 100%, mate. You're just a number on the pitch. Plenty of players have wore that number before. Luis Diaz having number 7, for example. Kenny Dalglish used to wear that. I've seen other players wear that number 7 shirt as well. Plenty of players. Szoboszlai wearing number 8. Keita wore it. And before him, obviously, there was Gerrard, he wore that as well. You know? Unfortunately, the problem with the modern day fans is they support a player, they don't support the team. And the problem with that is if that player leaves that team, they go with that player. So you got no loyalty in football anymore. So for me, I'm a Liverpool fan. I support Liverpool. I don't support any players. I don't care. If you play for my team, I really don't care. If you're not performing, you can go out the door and I'll bring someone else in because that's just what clubs do. A footballer's career is actually quite short if you think about it, because you go from 18 up to 35 plus. Maybe you might be able to set the clock back a bit further. I think Thiago, not Alcantara, but the other Thiago that Chelsea signed, Thiago Silva, he managed to play up until the age of 38, 37, 38, was it? Do you remember, Deco? What that one was? Do you remember how long he went on before he retired? And that's right, mate. Liverpool Football Club above the door, not a player. Exactly. That badge, because you grew up in the same era I did. So the badge we seen was the Hillsborough badge. Before that, everyone else would just see the Liverpool badge as it was before the Hillsborough tragedy. But the 20-year fans, from what I can gather, they're seeing the Liverpool badge that everyone else sees now. Because they came in round about the Klopp era. They didn't really get to see when we nearly got liquidated. I've said so many players, man. I've said so many players, mate. I don't know which one you mean. I basically just went through all the players we had in the 90s that we said goodbye to. McManaman, Patrick Berger, Jason McAteer, you got Michael Owen, Paul Ince, Robbie Fowler. All these players. We had David James, which was absolutely terrible back then. We had Brad Friedland that sometimes. Steve Staunton comes to mind as well. Seen him a couple of times as well, if you remember him. But Brad Friedland, man, how he never got a game over David James, I never understood that personally. Because David James back then, he was a really dodgy keeper. He couldn't even catch. He couldn't even catch the ball. He basically just put the ball in the net himself every time he played. But yeah, man, one of the other things I don't like as well is when they're saying that it's someone else's team. I don't. I can't remember, man. I said so many names. I can't remember, man. Probably going on to the modern day about Luis Diaz wearing number 7 shirt. Sorry, Kenny Dalglish. Look how many years are between those two, but they still wore the shirt number. It's probably that one I said, to be honest with you. But that's the point, innit? Kenny Dalglish wore the number 7 shirt for Liverpool. Well, Wirtz is wearing that shirt now, and before him it was Diaz. The only thing that matters in our team is actually who's wearing that shirt. That's it, Steve Staunton, yeah. That's it. What a beast of a player he was back then as well, Steve Staunton. I also remember as a kid as well, Phil Babb going in for a tackle and going straight into the post. And you must remember that, man. He just slid across the box straight into the post. You know what first? He was out for months. Oh, dear me. Yeah. It's the only time I've seen a player go off on the stretcher when they've got the knackers. Oh, what a game that was, though. Oh, my word. But like I say, you and me, we grew up in the darkest Liverpool time. Very bad time. Yeah, it did. He didn't manage to stop it at all. He just went clink straight into the post. Backwards as well. That was the worst part. He went through backwards. He was on his belly and went straight into the post. Nothing stopping that, mate. No protection whatsoever. I'll ask Rod when he gets back if he remembers that one with Phil Babb. It's one of the earliest memories I remember. That is 100% true. That we did grow up when support meant support. We did. Most of us supported the team because our parents supported them. There was none of this. Oh, support this team because Andy Cole plays for them or Alan Shearer plays for them. It was like support this team because we support this team. That's what it was when I was growing up. None of this support a player. No, you support the club. You support the team. You support them through thick, thin. Wherever they go, you go. That's how I was brought up. In order to be a Liverpool fan with the rest of the family, no matter how bad you are, no matter how good you are, you cheer the same way. That's exactly how I was brought up with Liverpool. And just like these guys as well, when I seen the players on the pitch, I was just like, I thought these players are decent. Looking back on it now, they weren't. But when you're a kid, you thought that your players were decent. Do you remember Michael Owen's first game against Man United actually getting sent off? Unbelievable. Didn't think I'd see that on that day. I'd made a bet with one of my friends at the time, saying to him, I bet you're a fiver that Liverpool beats Man United because we had a striker who would actually put the ball in the back of the net, only for said striker to get sent off. Cheers, Owen. My granddad no longer with us. United 60s, 70s winning the league season tickets. There you go. There you go. The 60s and the 70s. Unfortunately, when we were born, we'd just come to the end of our domination, unfortunately. So the best you and I could see growing up at first was the Champions League. That was the first major we've seen. We didn't see anything else before that because we didn't really win much. I think actually, did we win something in 1990? Actually, I mean, I don't remember it. I was way too young at the time. So if we did, then great. But I don't really remember that one in 1990. I remember the team from 97 onwards, to be honest, was about 6 or 7, something like that, around about that age. So the first major trophy I've seen us win was the Champions League in 2005. Yeah. I don't think UEFA Cup at the time was classed as a major. When we won that in 2001, I'm not sure whether or not that was classed as a major. So I don't really count that. It's a good trophy to win, don't get me wrong. But at the same time, we're not really known for that for the UEFA League at the time. We were known more for the Champions League because we already had 4 of them. And then when we got that 5th one, we actually got to keep it, which is really, really good actually, because that's the same trophy that Man United's treble season was so fond of. Just ended up in our cabinet. Just Cheers, guys. Just hold on for us. We'll come and collect it in a few years' time. And I'm sorry to hear about your granddad there, man's very bad. I lost mine recently as well. Meant to say my granddad stood on the cop. Sorry, got five. I meant to say my granddad stood on the cop 60s, 70s, 80s government. It's up due to heart failure. My first season was 302 pence because in between fella was paying for it. Fair enough. That's what you're saying there, Rods. You're. I'm what? You meant to say dumb? Oh, right. Oh, cheers, man. You're doing well, my partner in crime. Cheers, Rods. I thought I said you dumb, mate. Cheers, Rods. Love you too. So what was that? What's that? £3 2, was it? Is that what you're saying there, man? It was £3 2 because in between fella was paying for it. Ah, all right, okay, that makes sense. No, autocorrect, mate. Autocorrect is an absolute pain, especially on iPhones. I don't like the autocorrect on there because you're trying to say a sentence, then all of a sudden you click space and it just changes the whole thing. I do not like that at all. So yeah, I know what you mean. You don't have to apologise, mate. Normally I can decipher some of the things you're trying to say, but sometimes it gets a little bit difficult. But I don't blame you. I blame the iPhone itself. 'Cause I've got one. Yeah, it is. It is, Rods. It really is, especially on the iPhone. Because if you press the space bar on the iPhone, it just changes the entire sentence you've just put in. And if you're putting in flash, like obviously Ant is because he wants to put with the chat. Once he's pressed space, it's just changed a couple of the sentences. That's all that is. It's a bit annoying, but we'll get by. I'll do my best to decipher it, and don't worry. Why are you in the chat, Rod? Do you remember Phil Babb going on his chest straight into the post? Because me and that were just talking about that one. 2010 was my first season having season ticket. Oh, nice one, mate. Nice one. Nice one. I used to go and watch the youth team a couple of times, just to basically just sit in Anfield, to be honest with you. And I did actually see Trent there in the academy. I was sat behind the goal in the cup, and he hit the ball, and it came over the top of the crossbar and hit yours truly in the face. So yeah, cheers, Trent. My first game I reserved played at Anfield early 2000s. Only open up cup. First game I reserved played at Anfield early 2000s. You well to sell me a ticket, bro. 2000s only opened up cup. Okay. Oh, you mean the reserve team played? Yeah, yeah. I remember Liverpool's team actually played in the AutoQuest Stadium in Widnes. I remember driving past it, and I swear I seen TT Kamara right there. Swear it was him. TT Kamara. Does anyone remember that guy, TT Kamara? Like Origi. He's just there on the bench. Yeah, TT Kamara, yeah. If I'm not mistaken, was he not number 22 as well? Or have I got that mistaken? I'm sure he was number 22, actually, now that I think about it. Rigobert Song, yes. I remember Song, yeah. Was it it was brought in with Gerard Houllier, wasn't he? Rigobert Song, it was Rigobert Song, Sammy Hippier, Westerveld, and was it Stefan Hornshaw? Was he one of them that signings as well? Because I know what. Yeah, and I thought so. Yeah, man. Gerard Houllier, yeah, man. What a manager he was. I tell you, if he wouldn't have gone down with heart trouble, we had a good chance to win the league with that team he created. Because you had a few good players. You had the likes of Owen with Emil Heskey. You had Didi Hamann. You had Sammy Hippier. You had Hornshaw. We had more of a bounce type team. We had Hamann and Didi Hamann in the middle as well. And I think Risa could have been later. Was Risa there? Or was that later? Or was that later on under Benitez? I can't really remember when John Anna Risa came in. I've got a pretty good memory, but I was a kid at the time, so you don't really pay too much attention. You just look at the players that's on the pitch. There wasn't all this internet malarkey back then. We brought on come as a Mercy centre back. Remember? Yes, yeah, we did. We did bring on as a Mercy centre back. Well, things don't change, do they? Because we were bringing on Endo as a Mercy centre back as well. If we get any more injuries, let's hope we don't. Touch wood. But yeah, we did. Yeah. Some things never change though, do they? We were having emergency centre backs back then, and we got potential emergency centre backs now. At some point, Liverpool probably just need to go and buy a load of centre backs and just hope for the best that they don't all get injured at the same time. What did I say? Leon Hudson. What's that name? Man? I can't. Leon Hudson. No. Leon Hudson. No, don't remember him. Could you put that in again? Big up, Footy. Big up, lad. Leon. Just finished my stream. Nice one, bro. Nice one. I'll jump on there if that's the case. Footy's in the building, guys. Footy's in the building. Footy, the links on WhatsApp, so you should just be able to get onto that. Just come straight on. Yeah, man. If you're busy, that's fine. What's my story when played Southampton and they? Yeah, man. If you tried, go bed. Footy, you don't stay up. Don't stay up. Because it was, mate. You go bed. Got further. What's my story when played Southampton and Delhi? Is that Delhi Alley? Remember that ground? Downhill. Remember that ground? I don't know what you're trying to say there. I'm also correct on you again. At the Dell. At the Dell. Oh, bloody hell, it's gone back some years. I probably do somewhere in the back of my memory, but I wasn't really paying too much attention to grounds back then. I'm going to be honest with you. The only ground I really knew at that time was Man United's ground, and to be honest with you, I didn't even know what that was called. That's how much attention I was paying as a kid. I knew about Anfield. I'd heard of Old Trafford, but I never actually knew that was the name of the ground. So yeah, it shows how much attention I was paying, right? Basically, played Southampton at the Dell. Okay, man. Well, all right. Did we win? Smash the likes for Uncle Chat. Good night, all. I'll try and join one night soon. All right, 40 man. You get yourself to bed, man. No worries. You got any more stories there, Ram? Any more that you can remember? Because like me, you've got a very history of Liverpool. Still can't remember whether or not John Arisa was brought in under Houllier or if he was brought in under Benitez. Could someone clear that up for me? Because I can't remember. I know Song came in under Houllier, and also Hippier came in, Westerveld came in, and I think it was Stefan Honshaw as well, but I'm not 100% sure. Actually, while we're here, what do you guys think of the Jacquet stories that's gaining momentum? Do you reckon it's just a way for us to say to Ghehi, we don't have to bring you in, we could bring in this other player? Because that's the type of thing Liverpool have done in the past. They've gone for a target, and to show that player they're serious, they'll go and actually start bidding on another target to make that target come back. Really got a file from my story when we played Southampton at the Dell. Don't forget I was in school. Yeah, man. Yeah, same. I would have been in school as well, the year below you. So yeah. Yeah, man. Yep, you tell your story, mate. I'll read it out. What do you think about Jacquet or Jacquet, however you're pronouncing that? What do you think about that player, Anne? Do you think it's just a way for us to say to Ghehi, we could sign this player easily, so just agree to our terms and the terms you agreed to originally, or we'll just forget about you and we'll go and get Jacquet as well instead of you, because that's the type of thing we seem to be doing at the moment. We did the exact same thing with Ekatike and Isak, because we basically said to Newcastle in the summer, if I remember right, either give us Isak or we'll just get Ekatike, and we just took Ekatike, and then we're back for Isak anyway. Basically, had to collected sticker book of vouchers to get to Florida for 2 weeks. Hey, I remember those sticker books. Yeah, I actually remember them. I used to go up to the shops and just get stickers pretty much every single time I finished school. In order to finish the book, I think in the end I ended up just sending off for the stickers because apparently that was what we did back then. To go to Florida for 2 weeks, had to buy Echo for 2 weeks to get to the vouchers. Literally won it by one book. Next part, hey, that's won it by one book. Nice. Sounds good, that mate. Sounds good. I remember those sticker books. You'd buy them in the shop, and it'd just be a player. You'd want to collect them all, and you'd be trading with your school friends as well because you'd all have the same book. Oh, I've already got this one. Can I trade with you? Yeah, go on, mate. I'll trade with you. Yeah, I'll take that one. It reminds me of those Pokemon cards we used to have as well. The little trading cards we had. Let's have a look. I can find some information on Jacquet. £3 a day. Is anything? Jacquet. See if there's anything here. Yeah, I mean, what I can find out. Okay, let's see what we can find here. Okay, so according to this Anfield Index, put live podcast alert. Liverpool transfer exclusive, Semenyo, Ghehi and Jacquet. Stories are gaining momentum. Oh, hello, Rods.
Yeah, I'll come. Give me a couple of minutes before I'll be back. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, man, I'm just looking to see if I can find anything about Jacquet.
Yeah. Cool.
So, and continues, lost me money despite trusting teachers with money. Suntan lotion lot, 9.5 hour flight back, no sleep, sunburn, got home. We were playing Southampton, fell asleep for a day. Yeah, nice. Nice that, mate. Nothing wrong with falling asleep for a day. Probably knackered after a 9 hour flight, to be honest with you. Unless you slept on the, you probably didn't even sleep on the plane. You're probably too excited. You probably got home and just crashed into bed, knowing you. I think I would after all that. Big up Abdul Rahim. Big up everyone. Smash the likes and subscribe. Yep, cheers, man. Subscribe to the channel. Just looking on here about Jacquet, and according to James Waveland here, he says Liverpool will definitely sign a centre back in January. My best bets are Ghehi, Nico Slotterbeck, Joel Ordonez, and Jeremy Jacquet. Here we go. According to the Anfield Crest, didn't sleep at all. Yeah, I didn't think you would. Probably too excited on the plane, weren't you, man? It's understandable, but a 9 hour flight, I bet you were knackered. So according to this Anfield Crest, Jeremy Jacquet working transactions and recovery situations is lovely to see. The kind of profile that fits perfectly into a high defensive line. Okay. Um. Okay. So some guy called Bence Bozak puts if Konate leaves Liverpool, Jeremy Jacquet should be his replacement. Okay. Liverpool FC in Germany reports that Liverpool want to sign Rennes centre-back Jeremy Jacquet, according to reports in France. Yeah, man. Okay. Good to know. Good to know. Empire of the Cop puts here. Rennes centre-back Jeremy Jacquet has been extensively scouted by Liverpool this season, with analysts impressed by the 20-year-old's composure, leadership qualities beyond his years. But I don't see anything up to date, though, about him. Let's see if we can find anything about transfers. Let's see. What don't think to say. Bear with me a minute. I used to do paper round by mine. Doesn't happen now. No, you don't see people doing paper rounds now, do you? Not something I personally did, but yeah, we don't really see much about much paper rounds about as well. Let's have a look at some of the big guys are saying. Let's have a look at Indy. See what Indy Carly's got to say today, shall we? Let's Believer. Nope. Okay, so Indy put 6 hours ago. We understand that Crystal Palace are ready to sell Mark Ghehi in January. The issue is that the player himself is weighing his options to see if becoming a free agent in the summer will be more financially beneficial than signing for another club in January. What do we think? What do we think of that? The Pink Echo. Yeah, vaguely I remember that. Yeah, I used to think that was quite funny as a kid in the Pink Echo. What else have we got here? Let's see. I don't see anything about Jacquet. No, I don't see anything about Jacquet. See if there's anything else. That was interesting reading though about Gay. They're willing to sell him in January, but he's weighing up his options to see if going for a free transfer. Did you see that, Rods?
What's that?
Indy Carla has reported here that
is that on Instagram?
Gay. Yeah. So apparently Gay is looking weighing up his options whether or not it'd be worth going on a free in the summer rather than going in January.
Yeah, because he probably get a bigger signing on bonus, wouldn't he? Let me see something. Hold on.
Couldn't find much about it quite.
Let me see. Well, look at that, man. Well, still there. It's a big breakfast there, boy. It's Indy Carla, yeah?
Yeah, Indy Carla, yeah. 6 hours ago it was.
Let me search him.
Saying that he's weighing up his options, whether it's worth staying till the end of the season and then going in the summer for free.
Mm-hmm.
You didn't
It's
really
got
make me
some
want to look at my
unbeliever here.
whereabouts.
It's got some unbeliever here.
Yeah, I saw that about Believer. Yeah, I
Silence
saw that.
believer. I'm pushing for a January move. Brighton have told him that if he validation is met, he can. Obviously he can leave. We understand that the validation has dropped since the summer. He wants to go to Man United, doesn't
Yeah.
he? Yeah, but the thing, only because sort of like, right, Mark Gay. This is Mark Gay.
He's talking about weighing up his options. Me and I was just talking about the Pink Echo.
Right, so here it says here. Let me get rid of that for a bit and set this up. And right, yeah. We understand that Crystal Palace are ready to sell Mark Gay in January. The issue is that the player himself is weighing his options to see if becoming a free agent in summer would be more financially beneficial than signing for another club in January. Yeah. The thing is about it, it makes sense, isn't it? It makes what he's saying in days is like it makes sense. Like from a financial point of view, it does make sense. Do you know what I mean?
He was talking about the Pink Echo. That's what I was talking about there.
Pink Echo.
Pink Echo. You know the Echo?
What's that?
You know the Echo? You've seen the Echo Liverpool paper?
Yeah, but I thought it was called a Liverpool Echo.
It is, but at one point they had a Pink Echo as well.
I see. A bit fruity, but I hear you.
Used to make me laugh. That used to see the library coming in pink. As a kid, I was like, "What the hell is that?"
Yeah, I'm really. You know what? Isn't they that this 3-4 2-1 formation? I'm liking it. I'm actually liking it. I hope we do it. Oh shit! Shit! I took off the Twitter thing. Bollocks. Sorry. Yeah, I'm actually liking that. You know, that 3-4-1, 3-4-2-1. I'm liking it. Right. Let me go back to the IndyCar thing. What's this here? Right, this one here. It further emphasizes what you're saying.
Mm-hmm.
This is here. This one here. It says Oliver Glasner, yeah. I think Mark will stay until the end of the season. I hope we don't. I hope we do get him in January.
Mm.
I mean, maybe that's why. Sort of like they're going for Semenyo. You know what I mean? Because they probably sorted out the fact at the day that sort of like that he comes to Liverpool at the end of the season. I don't know.
Well, that's probably why they're looking at Jacquet.
Yeah, if we're looking at him, you know what I mean? It'll be obviously to further bolster their sort of like their
20,
back line. Do you know what I mean? Further bolster that back line so they can start playing free at the back. Because let's just think at the day, let's just say that Konate does leave at the on a free end of the season. We're going to need 2 centre backs, aren't we?
Well, unless you're bringing Leone in.
No, I think Leone is going to be brought in regardless.
Yeah.
Regardless of what situation it is, Leone at the day is going to be brought in. Do you know what I mean? Because like for one at the day they brought him at the day for obviously a future prospect, and he did so well on that Southampton. Was it Southampton game? We done so well on that game. Do you know what I mean? You'll be a fool not to bring him in. Do you know what I mean? Pink Echo basically just footy results and amateur results, amateur result leagues, table rods. Yeah, I know. It just sounds a bit fruity, the name Pink Echo.
It just made me laugh when I seen the Pink Echo. But then again, I used to laugh at a player's name as well. I think it was Totti. I used to giggle at that when I was a kid.
Yeah.
I heard
Good
the
player,
word
though.
Totti and I just started laughing.
He's a good player, though. Really good player.
He was. I didn't
Yeah,
know at the
one
time, though. I was just laughing at his name.
Yeah.
When the commentator would just say Totti, I'd just start giggling.
Yeah, couldn't help yourself, though, could you really? You can't really help
No,
yourself.
I was a kid. I didn't know what. I didn't. It just sounded funny. Totti.
Nah, it's true. But like he was a one-man club as well, wasn't he? He stayed at Roma all those years and didn't go nowhere, did he?
He did, yeah.
Yeah, and although a lot of teams did want him, do you know what I mean? It was like he stayed there, boy. Yeah. You lads mind saying also a bit of history as well about our city? No, I don't mind you saying a bit of history about your city. It's your city, bro. Don't mind that. Don't mind that at all.
No, I don't mind.
Yeah, talk the thing, man. Talk the thing. Yeah, let me try and find some bits on Semenyo. Let me try and find some bits on him. See what I can find on Semenyo. Yeah, carry on chatting. Yeah, and Dicko, just if you want to find anything about sort of like the city and let us know. Yeah, do it, bro.
Yeah. Just tell us all about that place, man.
Apparently, Man United are supposed to be Man United is supposed to be in the race for Semenyo and yeah, because look at this one here.
Man United hate seeing those words at the bottom. Liverpool, watch closely. United hate seeing those words because we got Fabinho, we got Thiago, we got Mane. We just do it some all the time. Nunes, they wanted Nunes.
Semenyo draws interest from Man United City ahead of the 65 million clause. Cherry's forward has notched up 7 goals and 3 assists in 15 games. It ain't too bad. Keeping Bournemouth in the hunt. His 65 million release clause activities January activates January the 1st, prompting Man United and City to check in with Bournemouth over the last 48 hours. United's Ruben Amorim called him a special player for his versatility in a 3-4-3 formation. See, that further emphasizes that they might be going for the three at the back. If Semenyo already plays in a 3 at the back formation. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Whilst Pep Guardiola as his goals threat from wide. Tottenham pushed there. Ain't nobody going to Tottenham. Tottenham pushed their hand, but Tottenham push hard. Liverpool watch closely, and Semenyo says leveled headed as clubs line up. I think.
Ask yourself, which of those clubs do you get the most love at? Which of those clubs are going to sing your name every chance? That'd be Liverpool every single time.
No, but I think at the day, right, with Semenyo, I think if Richard Hughes has got any worth and has got any sort of like clout at all, do you know what I mean? He brings Semenyo in because he brought Semenyo to Bournemouth, didn't he? Yep. He brought him to Bournemouth. So this should be sort of like light work for him to get Semenyo.
Semenyo. This is just nice to me. This is just noise right now. This is all Bournemouth pushing this out so Liverpool pay more than the 65 mil. I've seen it before.
Yeah.
But we don't have to. We could just activate the 65 mil and then give him a contract. That's how it works. That's a release clause, isn't it? We don't have to speak to the club.
And Dico said, our city used to have own money, everything until Southampton got built. Water Street reason called that Mersey below it. Also, look at the Mersey tunnel built in water. Right?
Yeah. Mersey tunnel. Yeah, been there a few times. Yeah. There's a beach at the end of that.
Yeah. What's this about Southampton?
Southampton, do you know? Because when Liverpool used to have their own money, and when Southampton was built, the Southampton docks, most of the business then went over to Southampton rather than Liverpool, but still things still went through Liverpool. That's what he means by that.
Do you know at the day that Liverpool was Liverpool and Bristol? Liverpool and Bristol was the major ports for slavery.
Yeah,
because they
I know all about that.
Yeah, the biggest ports at one time. So consequently, Liverpool back in the day was making, obviously in them times was making a lot of money because they used to come through there and used to come from Bristol as well. And they at that time, those were the ones that had the biggest port at that time, Liverpool and Bristol. So find out sort of like the slave trade was very big in them places like Bristol, Liverpool, Bristol, Bath, and places like that. Do you know what I mean? You get me? So yeah.
But the thing is, though, as well, whenever a slave got onto English soil, at one point, if you remember, the king at the time put a rule in that slave owners either have to pay him or release the slaves.
Yeah. Yeah.
That was
either way, they was making money, weren't they?
He was trying to make money, but what ended up happening is as soon as the slaves hit English soil, they were free. Because the king wanted a payment. He did it for the wrong reasons, but the king ended up making no money from it because as soon as the slave got onto English soil, they were free because the slavers didn't want to pay the king. So, mental when you look at the history, man, it's mental.
And a lot of these slave owners back in the day, when they abolished slavery, a lot of them at the day got payments of like 20,000 for 20,000 upwards for loss of earnings. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And
so
then
they got the 20. Yeah.
And then what must have happened is that, well, the slaves never got anything. Do you know what I mean? You know, so
the slave would have been paid the 20,000, and then because he didn't want to pay the king anything, he'd have just released the slaves straight into England. Just would have released them because if he would have kept them, he would have owed the king 20 grand. So he didn't want to do that, so he just released them.
But you know what counteracted that? What counteracted that as well was when the police was set up, initially set up, the police were set up, whether it was in sort of like England or America, or the Americas as they used to call it.
The American one was completely different.
That
was terrible over there.
Yeah, that's the thing. When that police got set up, the initial job that they had wasn't fighting crime. They were slave catchers. They were slave catchers. So what they used to do is like all the runaway slaves in the day, or the slaves that got freed, as it were, right? What they used to do is they will catch them and send them to the if you was in England, right? That mostly happened in England. England at one time. You know what I mean? Right. The difference was in England, he got caught. If a runaway slave got caught, he was sent back to the Caribbean, Barbados, and so on. Sent back to there. Then what they used to do in America is obviously catch a slave who's sent back to the plantation. And then
America was much worse.
And what happened when they went back to the plantation in America? This is America now, because there was just a whole different level.
A whole different type of
When they went back to plantation in America, what they did in the day, right? They would always make an example out of one of the slaves. Do you know what I mean? So what they would do unmentionable things to this slave in the day, right? In front of like everybody, all the other slaves and stuff like that, as a deterrent not to run away. You know what I mean? So it's mad. It is mad. It is mad. It's mad. It's mad.
I know all about it.
Yeah,
unfortunately, it gets taught in history. Unfortunately.
Yeah, but I think in some ways that is good, because then you're forced to not making the same mistake again. Do you understand what I'm saying?
I'd agree, but the way they teach it, they don't teach it in the right way. If you know what I mean?
Yeah, I get you.
They
Say no more.
They teach
Say
it.
no more.
I had to correct the history teacher a couple of times because I'm like, but that's not how it worked.
Yeah,
He went
no,
the transatlantic trade triangle. I went, yeah, but what you're forgetting is the triangle you're talking about. Once you got to England, the slaves didn't go back. The slaves only went back to Africa when they'd been caught, or the Caribbean when they'd been caught. But then they didn't go back as slaves. They came back as like deportees, so he wasn't sent back the same way. So I had to correct him a couple of times.
And the thing is about it, right? What actually happened, and they not many, if very few, got to go back to Africa. They got to go. They were sent back to the Caribbean, like the West Indies. They were sent back to there, or sent back to America. You know what I mean? Because what it is at the day, put this way, at the end of the day, right? Why would you send a person back to a place where you kidnapped him from? Do you know what I mean? Because you kidnapped him for a reason. Do you know what I'm saying? Yeah. Why would you send him back there? So what you would do, you would send him back to the West Indies. You know what I mean? And like, if it was England, today, right? Most of their slave trade they dealt with was like in the Caribbean. Do you know what I mean? Yeah, the Caribbean.
So they just sent them back.
So they sent back to the Caribbean. In America today, right? When it was in America and they ran away, do you know what I mean? If they got caught, what would they do? They just get sent back to the plantation in America, whether it's like in Virginia, Carolina, or so on. Do you understand what I'm getting at? Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. So what essentially happened, from what I understand, in England is the slave owners would get paid the 20 grand. They didn't want to pay the king, so they released them. The police captured them, sent them back, and then it went all the way through again. So that's where the slave owners were making 20K every time, but they weren't actually keeping any of the slaves. They were just releasing them, getting them to send them back, and then it's just it's just a cycle.
Vicious cycle, because what
it was a vicious circle, yeah.
Not what people don't understand at the day. There's two types of slavery. There's two types of slavery. There's servitude slavery, and there's chattel slavery. Do you understand what I'm saying? Yeah. Servitude slavery was the one at the day where it wasn't that bad. You got to go home after work. You know what I mean? You was more like a butler. Do you understand what I'm saying?
That's the one. Yeah.
A servitude slavery, but chattel slavery, that was the one that was the abuse. You know what I mean? Like buck busting, and I'm not going to explain what buck busting was. You know what I mean?
I'm not going to be able to get demonetized if we do that.
Yeah, something I have to explain between me and you offline. Do you know what I mean? That, and they had like obviously whipping and this and that and blah blah blah. And the list of atrocities goes on. That's chattel slavery, because what it was, people were treated like animals. Do you know what I mean? Like my ancestors were treated like animals, literally like animals. Because in America, they had a thing called the 3/5 rule, right? And in order for like black people not to get their rights of what they was due, because like they had to do it. Right, they made a bill and they saying that that a black person, a black African, you know what I mean, is 3/5 of a human being. Do you know what I mean? And that's how they got around it. Do you know what I mean? Do you know, like in America, when they abolished slavery in America, what you had in America, you had Jim Crow. You had 92 years of Jim Crow. You know what I mean?
Segregation as well, yeah.
Segregation and stuff like that. They literally taught South Africa about apartheid because they put it this way: America wrote the blueprint for apartheid.
Mm-hmm.
Do you know what I mean? Because the apartheid in South Africa is the same as Jim Crow.
Mm-hmm.
Do you know what I mean? White's only thing, white's only that, and blah blah blah. Do you understand what I'm saying? So
yeah, hate that term. Whites only, but I hate that term.
Yeah, and that's what it was, and it was, and it's a part of history where some people they refuse to acknowledge. Yeah, do you understand what I'm getting at? And the only way you
100%.
can move on as a people together is to acknowledge that.
Mm.
To acknowledge that. Do you know what I mean? Don't dismiss it like it never happened. Do you know what I mean?
No, you
Acknowledge
can't do that
You know what I
because
mean?
if you don't acknowledge the past, you're gonna repeat it again.
But there you go. There you go. Exactly. Because what it is in the day, right? With Jewish people, with Jewish people, the Jewish community, and the worldwide, right? We as a nation, at the day, have acknowledged that the Holocaust.
Yes.
We have acknowledged that the Holocaust is a very bad thing, and is a very horrible thing that happened in history. We've acknowledged that. Have you noticed that that's never happened again? You know what I mean? Never happened again. With the yes, at the end of the day, there's always going to be sort of people that don't like Jewish people. There's always going to be that. There's always going to be that. You know what I mean? But like as for the Holocaust, it's never happened again. Because you know what it is? People just acknowledge that, and people acknowledge that that's a bad thing that happened in history. They've acknowledged that. Do you know what I mean? Yeah. All right. And we are forced into, which is a good thing to be forced into. We are forced into not repeating that atrocity again. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
Right.
It's been acknowledged.
Right. Japanese and what happened and after Pearl Harbor and when all the Japanese were put into concentration camps and that, they've acknowledged that and got reparations for that. You know what I mean? Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Same with the Jewish people as well. The Native Americans and the Indians, once the Indians at the day, right? They've acknowledged at the day what sort of like the Europeans have done, come and stole their land, blah 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 blah. They acknowledge that, and they've given reparations. I hate to say, you know what I mean, right? Me as a black person, and they hate to say, we're the only race at the day that people have not acknowledged what's actually happened to us. It's like swept under the carpet. Do you know what I mean?
It's not right. It's not right.
Right, it's not right. It's not right. Do you know what I mean? And what it does at the end of the day, it takes people like me and you to have interesting conversations about it, to make people aware, and they will look, you know what, and then this is a part of history that's happened in the day, right? That people sadly have not acknowledged. Do you understand what I'm saying? You know what I mean?
100%.
And
If you don't acknowledge it, you're going to repeat it.
Exactly. And like what's happened when they abolished slavery, it still got repeated in some shape or form. Like
Yes,
Jim Crow, apartheid, even things in England at the day, where they in England, in Birmingham at the day, right? Back in the day, back in the 50s and 60s at the day, they had Birmingham division of the Ku Klux Klan.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's even so it's constantly getting repeated, because even that Carol Malone at the day, right? She came out and said something about like Meghan Markle's at the day, right? Mum, which wasn't true. She said, I quote, that Meghan Markle and they should go and see her dad and everything that, because her dad's ill, dad needs to see her, blah blah blah. And she goes like, because he literally brought her up on her own, because her mum was in and out of prison and all, which is a lie. But somehow she felt incumbent to say that. Do you understand what I'm saying? Incumbent to say that, because there's no accountability. Do you know what I mean?
No.
As 2025 in the day, right? 2025 in the day, we still have not acknowledged it, and they where Black Africans, because I'm, you know, my ancestors are African, yeah, right.
Mm-hmm.
People have not a real sort of like, you know, taken on it, and the fact of what's happened to them.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? What we tend to get is people saying, "Goes, well, I never owned no slaves. My ancestors never owned no slaves." Do you know what I mean? And stuff like
That's
that.
not the
I
point.
mean,
That's not the
I
point.
could simply say, I could actually say, you know what I mean? Not that I will say it. I could say, well, I never had enough to do with the Holocaust. None of my ancestors had nothing to do with the Holocaust. So why do I have to bother about it? Do you understand what I'm saying? But as a
100%.
human being,
That's how it works.
yeah. But as a human being, that's not right.
Hmm.
That's not right as a human being. And I like to pride myself as a proper human being. Do you know what I mean?
Mhm.
You know,
One
so
race, the human race. There you go.
well, there you go. That is exactly my point, my friend. That's exactly my point. But what is it today? We need to acknowledge it today. Stop brush under the carpet. You know what I mean? Acknowledge it today what certain races have gone through in throughout time, and don't just acknowledge these a certain set of a race, and say, well, yeah, you know what I mean? That what you've gone through really bad, and blah 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 blah, and you know, right? But then another race, and they, well, oh, that was ages, that was years ago, and everything that, you know what I mean? And like my family had nothing to do with slaves and this and that, blah blah. Do you understand what I'm saying? So it's a bit
Yeah.
of like a bit of a hypocrisy, as it were. But yeah, it's just like,
You got to acknowledge it. It might be uncomfortable, and you might not like it, but if you don't acknowledge it, you will repeat the mistakes of the past. If you don't see it as a mistake, this is the problem. If you don't see it as an actual mistake, you're bound to repeat it.
Yeah, the wheel. You know what they say? The wheel turns full circle.
Exactly.
Yeah,
Everything always comes back around.
yeah. That's what I'm saying.
And right now, so I think how it works is strong men create good times, which create weak men, and weak men create bad times, which create strong men. There you go.
Sorry, strong men create.
Strong men create good times that we're in now, so that creates weak men because they don't have to do anything. But weak men create bad times, which create strong men again.
Yeah. Wow. That shit is deep, man.
That's how it works. It's always worked that way.
Yeah,
So
that shit's deep, you know.
right now, we're in good times, as you say, but we've got weak leadership right now in charge, which is the weak men. So weak men will then create bad
Also as well.
times.
Also as well, I forgot as well.
Go on then.
Australians.
Australia, yeah.
Yeah, Australia. The Australians at the day, like the Aborigines. What happened to the Aborigines? Yeah. What happened to the
Exactly.
Aborigines?
They're having a
I
niche,
forgot
yeah.
about that. I forgot
Yep.
about that. My bad. And what it was at the day, well, back in the day, and back in obviously a couple of centuries ago, what they used to do, if you got in trouble, stealing or whatever, you know what I mean, right? What you used to get 150 lashes and sent to Australia. They didn't want you in England.
What a punishment
Seriously.
that is.
Yeah, you used to
That's
get
a great
150.
punishment, isn't it?
Seriously, you get 150 lashes and said, do you know when they say like pommies? You know the like Australians call us pommies, don't they? Because pommies, yeah.
Yeah.
Do you know what pommies means?
I think I do. Go on,
I'll tell
refresh
you.
your memory. I've heard it
I'll tell you.
before.
Prisoner of Mother England.
Commies. Yeah.
Yeah,
I didn't know
prisoner
what
of
it
Mother
stood
England.
for, but I have heard the word commies before.
Yeah, it's pommies because they always call like Australians will always call us English, yeah, pommies. They call you pommy bastard. You know what I mean? They call us pommies, and pommies
Yeah.
mean prisoner of Mother England.
No,
Because that's what.
not communist. Deco. It means something else. It's all right, man. Don't worry.
Communist.
No, not communist. No, that's what they seems to be trying to create socialism at the moment, which
Yeah. That's what it was. And I heard that term from the I heard the Bee Gees at the day, sort of like it was the Bee Gees that explained it. Because remember that there was the Bee Gees was a people they were from England. They was from up north and that. And I think what it was is like the father couldn't get no work in England at that time, so he took his family over to sort of like Australia where he can get work, because what they was doing at that time was self-populating obviously Australia. Do you know what I mean? So he went over there, got work, and they kind of literally grew up in Australia.
You heard about it years ago, didn't you? In all the programs, you heard about people just traveling from England to Australia. You think it's probably close, but when you look at it, you're like, it's miles away.
Yeah, and the things about it, at that time, a flight cost you 10 quid.
Yeah.
It cost you 10 quid to go to Australia. Like,
Mental,
offside of the world. Do you know what I mean? Offside of the world.
Look how much it costs now.
Well, yeah, because at that time, they had to self-populate it. You know what I mean? Because, there wasn't enough people there. Do you know what I mean? But yeah, so that's what it was. The Aborigines suffered as well. They suffered really bad. Let me go here. Out City was built on I think my saying that our city was built on socialism. Certain people have for some reason hijacked it.
They've hijacked it, changed its meaning, and started promoting it as something it wasn't.
Yeah, you know what I mean. I tell you what. There was a time in England. Yeah, there was a time in England in the day, right? And you can watch sort of like you can literally watch a program on it, and it's called Bridgerton. Have you heard of Bridgerton?
You heard that?
Well, Bridgerton's about like when Queen Charlotte was Queen of England, and Queen Charlotte was mixed race. Yeah.
Right. Yeah.
She was mixed race, and she was half German, half African, because her dad was a Moor. Do you know what I mean? And she grew up in Germany, and her and her brother, and they were well-to-do people. They had money, and so basically, and his brother got her to marry the King of England at that time, and I think it was King Edward. King Edward or King George. I think one of them times there. But it
might have been George.
King George. He might have been George. Yeah, it might be good because he had 15 kids with her. He had 15 kids with her, right? Yeah. And what it is at the day, some of them kids there are descendant of the royal family now.
Yeah,
I mean, because I think one of the daughters that King George had, yeah, the Queen Mother it's the Queen's mother, the late Queen's mother, great grandmother. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But they won't tell you about the fact that they got African heritage in the royal family. They won't tell you this. You know what I mean?
Well, you know that because when they travel over to Africa, they have to bow to the African royal family.
Exactly.
King Charles has to actually bow to the African royal family because they're descendants.
Exactly. That's the same.
Not many people know that.
And you don't get to hear that, do you? You will never get to hear that. So what it is at the day, if we go back to the time of Queen Charlotte was Queen of England, yeah, black people in England, all of a sudden and day, right, whoop, they moved up to prestige people in society, lords, dukes, owners of like big businesses. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And like you see so many like in Buckingham Palace in them times there, the Queen's Palace in them times there, right, was like so many black people in there, so many people of color. You had like Indian people in there as well. You just had so many people of color.
I always hate that expression, people of color. don't like that expression.
Yeah,
I don't like that.
I don't really like it, but I prefer it more than like coloured.
I hate that as well.
Like coloured, yeah. I prefer it more
Considering
than that.
when I'm sick, and considering my colour changes more than any other races. I mean, if I get sick, I change colour. If I get burnt, I change colour. You know what I mean? If I get cold, I change colour. I don't like people saying coloured about other people when us
Yeah.
change colour more than anyone else. So that's
But
why I don't like the expression coloured.
another term that they use, which is the proper term, is black and brown people.
Yeah, that's fair.
That's the other term that they use, and that's another term that I tend to use more.
It
I
makes
only
sense.
use like people of color and they of habit. Do you know what I mean? It's the kind of habit. Anyway, so basically, in the day, there was so many black and brown people that was involved with the royal family and around the royal family, and that was invited to functions and stuff. Watch Bridgerton, and you see what I'm talking about.
I'll have a look at it.
Yeah,
It
watch
sounds like
Bridgerton.
a good
It's
program.
so good. It makes you feel so good because I think there was a time at the day that we was respected. Do you know what I mean?
You should be. I'm not being funny. You should be. We're all one race at the end of the day, the human race.
Exactly.
So why do I just treat us the same?
Exactly.
I don't get it.
But what actually happened when Queen Charlotte passed away, because obviously you can't live forever. When she passed away, that era passed away with her.
Unfortunately, yeah. And I'm guessing
went with it. Just literally went.
They were just stripped of all their titles. I'm guessing.
Yeah,
just a guess. They're stripped of all their titles, right? Yeah.
Of course. Or like, you know, some of them sort of like, you know, they were sort of either married, and you know, I mean, like white women, they married white women and that, and then obviously when you have your child, yeah, when you have a child with them, you know, obviously it's lighter. Do you know what I mean? And then obviously, if that child then has a child with another white person, whether it's a man or, you know what I mean? Yeah, all right. Then obviously it kind of, they become like white. Do you know what I'm saying? So there's really no trace of like what happened before. Do you know what I'm saying? You know, unless you get in situations that day where they got this expression and day where, like, let's say it and they so let's say somebody in your family was black, yeah, in your family back, like from generations down, like say like your great or great grandfather was black. Yes, say for that, for instance.
Let's go with that. Yeah.
Yeah, you see, right. You can realistically have a child. So like your child, the kids that you got, one of them can come out black.
It's possible.
Literally black, because what they call it, I hate the term of it, but I can't think of any term I can sort of like say it. It's like they call that throwback. They call it a throwback.
I know why you hate that term. I know why you hate that term.
There's no other term that I know that springs to my mind that I can describe
bloodline. It. Let's call it bloodline. That's an easier expression.
Yeah, let's call it bloodline then. Let's call it bloodline. We agree with that. We call it bloodline. Yeah, that bloodline from like whether like your great grandfather was like African, the African bloodline can reappear itself.
Yeah,
it can reappear itself when you have, if you have a child, even though it's with a white a Caucasian woman. You understand what I'm saying? Even though it's with that, it can happen. Do you know what I mean?
It can.
You know what I mean?
It can.
Or you can get sickle cell. You can get sickle cell, which is synonymous to sort of like a black person's disease. You know what I mean? You'll find out a lot of black people have sickle cell. You know what I mean? It's like a blood disorder. Do you know what I mean?
Is that the one that starts pigmentation of the skin?
No, that's I forgot what that's fucking called now. Sickle cell is like sickle cell anemia. That's what it's, sickle cell anemia. It's synonymous with sort of like with black people and black people. So you can get sickle cell, not knowing why you got sickle cell, yeah. But then when you trace your family back, your great grandfather was a black man. Do you know what I mean? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Or black woman. Do you know what I mean? That's how it is. Do you know what I'm saying? So, there was this thing years ago, and it happened again as well. There's this thing years ago where this white man, he was a white man. He had a black wife, or black girlfriend, or wife or girlfriend. This is years ago, well, over 40 odd years ago. And I remember the story. I remember the story when it came out. And they had a child. They had twins. Yeah, they had twins. One was really darker than me. Yeah, the other one was white, literally white. Straight hair, blue eyes and everything. Do you know what I mean? You know, it was a totally Ebony and Ivory thing. Totally. Do you know what I mean? One was like, you know, the brown eyes, dark skin and stuff, and the other one was like, he had literally had blonde hair and blue eyes. Do you know what I mean?
The stereotypical white.
Yeah, it was that, and that happened twice. That happened twice, and it happened. No, it actually happened 3 times. Yeah, the third one was 2 black Africans. Yeah, 2 black Africans, darker than me, have a child. The child comes out blonde hair, blue eyes. The child comes out blonde hair, blue eyes, and like first the guy must have thought, well, the husband thought like, nah, man, there's something going wrong here. Do you know what I mean? So obviously, naturally, you're gonna ask for a DNA test, isn't you? You know what I mean? Because you think, what's going on here? Took the DNA test and everything. Yeah, this is your child, and he couldn't believe it. He was just like so astonished that happened. Do you know what I mean? So these things can happen.
It can, 100%. It doesn't say much, does it? It ends up as your great grandfather by simply your nan in your bloodline gets with this gentleman, right?
Yeah.
Then they have a child. Boom, it's in your bloodline now. That's how easy it is. That's how quick.
Yeah, because what it is at the day, generations can either go lighter or they can go darker. Because you know what happened? There was one story on like this thing called "Who Do You Think You Are?" There's one story, right? And there was this black family that traced their family back to a German white family.
Yep.
German white family. I thought, wow.
It's just how easy it is.
Now, when you look at these sort of things in the day, you think to yourself, what is the fucking point of racism? What's the point?
I don't understand.
We all are mixed. Because if we sort of like took a DNA test in the day, right? My DNA test is not going to be pure black. It's going to be 30% of this, 30% of that, and this and that. You understand what I'm getting at? Same with yourself. You know what I mean? You might have like an African ancestry inside you that you don't know. You know what I mean? You understand
what I'm saying? Possibly do, because my hair's never actually grown down. It's always grown up. My hair's always grown up. It's never grown down. Like everyone else's grows down at the back to keep the next one. Mine doesn't. It grows up.
There you go, mate.
You'll see in a couple of days when my hair grows. You're gonna see it just goes up like that. It goes up.
You might have to get invited to the cookout.
I'm invited to the barbecue with my weird hair.
You know what I mean?
But you're gonna see it, Rod. Honest. You're gonna see it. You're gonna see
my
like
hair. You can be eating the fried chicken, all that sort of stuff. There, you go, "Oh, this is really nice. This is really nice with that." And someone just said, "Yeah, you was eating that a couple of hundred years ago." You know what I mean? No, but you know what I mean. It's just like, you know what it is. history, right, is a very good thing. And I'm constantly learning about Black history as I go along. I'm constantly learning about it. I didn't know that back in the early 1900s at the day, right, there was an 11-year-old child, the 11-year-old Black child at the day, right, that had some land, right, and struck all in her land at the day, and she was like she became a multi-millionaire. Do you know what I mean?
because she struck oil.
Blood clot. Do you know what I mean? So these are things that we don't know.
Even to this day, like, oil's worth a lot. If you strike oil, you're doing well.
Yeah. And there's
Rods, you and Cop need your own show. For Jacob. Cop, you and Cop need your own show.
yeah. Listen, and then they sort of like I'll be thinking of doing that, you know what I mean, just talking about things that they obviously different from football and this and that, and like because I think Fuzzy's gonna sort of like build a channel that we can talk about, you know, things like this and everything, because it's always an interesting conversation. You know what I
don't
mean?
mind stuff like that. I'm happy to have conversation about anything.
Yeah.
I'm quite knowledgeable as well, as you've seen. I'm not just someone who sits here just looks at football. I research everything.
I can see that. And the thing is about,
I had to correct history teachers as well, and that's one thing that used to annoy me in schools. I had to correct them. That's what annoyed me.
Yeah. And you know the things about it, and I think that the things about it, I think the more people can talk like this, I think the world would be a better place.
It will.
The world
100% it will.
Would be a better place. I think there's not a lot of communication. It's too much. Do you know what I mean? Because listen, even when it comes to football, I watched a few channels, and I'm not going to name the names of them from that, of the channels, because they do their thing and I'll do mine. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
And then, to be honest with you, they're much bigger than what my channel is. You know what I mean? Anyway, so like, I watch some of these channels, and some of these channels are very toxic.
Mm-hmm.
They're just very toxic. They just want to get at you. Do you know what I mean? They just want to get at you and rap you. Do you know what I mean? They literally come on the show, like, put it this way, these people will put a panel together and to see who can rat each other the worst. Do you know what I mean?
No, I don't agree with that at all.
And these people that have these panels like that, right? Yeah, trust me, make no mistake, they're successful. You know what I mean? Everybody flocks to them and watch them and this and that. Do you know what I mean? But then the people like myself, like Fuzzy and a few others that I can mention, that straight down out, don't stand for these these rattling business, and just speak our mind, know about football, speak our mind in it, speak our mind. Yeah, we don't really nobody wants to really sort of like watch our channels, and then they love the drama of it. Do you know what I mean? I just can't bother with it. That's why certain people in day, right? Certain people, was it top 5 most underrated channels? Roz, you're not rereading the chat. I know. So I got lost in the conversation. Sorry, bro. Let me just read some of the chat because it's only right.
That's fine.
It's only right. Let me go back to some. Misheard, lads. Oh, that's a common thing. All right. No, it's this one. Spot on, Copfather. Copfather, perfect example in our city centre now. People selling the socialist papers with Palestine too. Cool.
So the socialism they're trying to, the socialism Liverpool created was to make Liverpool better, was to just get things to Liverpool. That's the socialism. That's the socialism they tried to create in Liverpool. What they're trying to do with socialism now is to get it as a nation, and I'm not being funny, that doesn't work as a nation because Liverpool could be only one way. That's a city, that's fine. But if you try and make an entire country that way, that's not going to work. That's what we mean.
Exactly. To me, totally different. Yep, cool. My surname actually Scottish. See, that's what I'm
Mine's
saying.
Irish. Mine's Irish.
Yeah, there you go. Roz, our city got second biggest Chinese population outside China. Yeah. There's a lot of Chinese people in Liverpool. You know what I mean? Our city literally wouldn't exist if Thatcher had her own way managed decline. Yeah, she did, because what they did in the day, they took the docks away from Liverpool, didn't they, and gave it most to Manchester. That's where the hatred, as it were, with Liverpool and Manchester. That's the hatred. It's not the
football. You're going to mention that further down. You're going to mention it further down.
Yeah, it's not the football. It's the docks, mate.
It's docks, yeah.
Yeah. Managed decline and Hillsborough reason for us Scousers hate the establishment. Yes, I agree with that as well.
We still do. We still hate them. I hate them.
I agree with that, because they done you guys dirty. Do you know what I say? You know, and I say this to my brother. Yeah, if they can do that to their own, God help us all. I mean, talking like obviously black people. If they can do that to their own.
That's where the North and South divide came from originally, because everything was taken away from the North and sent down to the South.
Yeah.
So the South built up London, and the North was just left to its own devices, which is why the North of the country is so behind on everything. We're only just starting to catch up. So imagine everything was put down in London. Everything in England was put into London. That's why it's capital city. But imagine if everything goes there, what does the rest of the country get? We got nothing.
Yeah, but if that's what a lot of people got to realize today, London wasn't always the capital. It was York.
No, it wasn't. It was York.
Yeah, it was York that was the capital. But then obviously throughout the years at the day, right, London got bigger, and they, took a lot of things from up north and brought it down to London, and it became the capital, isn't it? Yeah. In this Honda. I don't know what that means.
Don't know what that means.
I don't know what that means. Sorry. Can you put it again? Roz Ewan Cup. Yeah, I've read that one there. Faz and Footy didn't show up. Yeah. All right, don't worry. They will be here soon. Roz, you ever been Chinatown in our city? Copfather would know it. No, I haven't, but I heard it's really good.
Lovely.
It's lovely. I heard it's really good. Yeah.
If you're ever going to go up here, you'll have to go to Chinatown. It's an amazing little place.
Yeah, really good, man.
We know.
Sorry, what's the best and worst job you guys ever had? I'll say my mom was working at National Express.
My one was doing recycling with Grundy. Never again. Grundy's. It's a place. It's a company in Widnes, and you're basically on a conveyor belt, and you're basically just picking things up, wood and all sorts. It was just no, never. Yeah, Jack, rubbish.
Reacts is in the building, man. Reacts is in the building.
I thought you went to bed, man. What are you doing back?
Listen,
you mess.
What happened was right.
Don't hear your excuses, man.
No.
I'm joking.
Right, basically, what happened was, so I came into the stream because I did a stream in it, and I was like, I'm going to bed. So I go downstairs. I sat on the sofa for probably about 5 minutes. Next minute, I full on nodded off. Right, so I've been asleep for probably about the best part of I don't know, maybe just over an hour. And then I come up. I said, right, I need to go in the spare room to get my charger. And then I forgot I had you guys on the monitor, and I thought, you know what? Oh fuck it, let's just come on for a little bit in it.
Yeah. You know what? Footy. You're my little bro. You're always welcome, man. What's wrong with you?
No, I thought, you know what? Fuck it in it. But
Let me read out some more of this chat because Jacob just stuck it on me for not reading the chat. Top 5 most underrated channels.
Uncle Rod's. Footy. Foz. Quasi.
Coppish. No, I think Coppish should be in far more subscribers
so,
what they got.
When we say
they're a brilliant show.
When we say underrated, are we saying they don't get the recognition they deserve?
Yeah.
I would say Coppish are already established channel now.
Yeah, no, but they don't get the recognition.
They should be higher. They should be much higher.
They should be higher than what they are now. For the content they put out, yeah, and the vibes that they put out and everything. Like, remember in the day, you know, a lot of their shows that they are not toxic. They're not toxic.
You know what I think would genuinely improve a lot of these channels?
Sorry?
Do you know what I think would improve a lot of channels?
Yeah.
If you go into your settings, go to audience, and you can check when most of your subscribers are on YouTube. And that's why I always go live when my audience are all on YouTube.
You got some tricks of the trade. Anyway, hang about after this thing and want to show me to do something anyway.
He wants to ask you something about that thing you've got set up on yours.
Jacob,
what thing?
Spot on. It's about personality now.
Oh yeah.
Rod's are you bothered about numbers? Yes or no? Listen, it could be about one person on there and everything. I'll still be rocking and talking about football and talking about what I need to talk about. So sometimes
it's your channel.
Sometimes yes, but sometimes no. It's 50-50 with me. Yeah. Good question. Copfather explaining perfectly. Yeah.
It was going on about when I was explaining socialism, why socialism works in Liverpool, but it won't work as a collective, because if you just have one city all doing the same thing and all working the same way, that's fine, but you can't do it as a country.
All the money taken out of the docks up here, given down south, massive loss of jobs. Yeah, it was.
That's it.
Hey, footy.
Big on love.
We need VAR footy.
VAR for what?
Your date. Footy, Uncle Rod's, Fuzzy, Jamie Phillips, you lads, read out our all comments.
He means all our comments.
Jacob says Rods and Footy YouTube goals. Goals. He asked my YouTube goals. Well, if you ask my YouTube goals at the day, right? It's just to reach as many people as I can. You know what I mean? As I was talking about yesterday on the show yesterday, it was kind of like it was so good at the day, like people recognizing me. You know what I mean? When I went to that parade, you know what I mean? It was just like I was like, raw. You know what I mean? And it was like,
have you got recognized yet, Footy?
Yeah, I've had someone ask for a photo.
Ain't it a good feeling?
Yeah, it's all right. When I went to one of the I went to Liverpool Bilbao for the pre-season. That was after when I hit 1,000 subscribers, and it must have been about 10. Kid comes up to me, he's like, yo. I'm obviously like looking around in it, and he was like, oh, me and my dad watch your content and stuff, and I was like, and he was like, Dad, can you ask him if I can have a photo? And I was like, yeah, come on, we'll have a photo. Yeah, I've had 2 people ask for a photo, and I've met a couple of people. I met someone once I met someone on a train, which was quite weird on the way down to Sheffield. Oh, fuck off, Antabat, getting us right. No. Honestly, I like the
And Dicker's a dickhead. He's not like footy get recognition.
It is an ego boost.
Well, no, it doesn't count. And Dicker, when she laughs, it kills me. Why is he like winding you up? Why is he always like winding you up?
Listen, do you know Ant Dicko, yeah, when he's in my fucking chat, he's fucking licking my ass. But when I go on other channels, he's like...
Pause.
Oh, yeah, pause. I'm a bit slow.
Good Lord.
But no, I'll probably say my YouTube goal. 10,000 subscribers on both channels next year.
Yeah.
Realistic.
Yeah.
You keep putting the grind and you'll get there.
Listen, transfer season's coming up, so hey.
Well, that's where I first seen you. In transfers, where I first seen you. We're on to seeing on Coppish.
Do you know the thing is for me, like I've always said I don't think I'll ever go on a big a channel more than like 5 or 6K. I don't know, like, do you know if someone said to me, like, yo, do you want to go on this channel? I'm like, no.
Rod's is 5K?
No. Rods is my friend. That's a bit, like, let's say other channels outside of my friends said, do you want to come on this channel? I will be like, no.
No.
No, because I want to build my channel myself.
Yeah.
I don't want to have to go on other channels and beg for, you come over to my channel and subscribe. Do you know what I mean? So I've always said, man, Footy was debating. No, and I said many times he'll sign for Liverpool. And he was literally in my stream every day. I streamed 3-4 times a day talking about it. Come on. I'm actually wearing a Liverpool hoodie right now. It's actually...
Oh, nice.
Yeah, it's actually... I fancied my wardrobe. I thought, oh, I'll whack it on. But nah, man, I want the boxing channel to overtake as well, because we got that up and running. So, yeah.
You don't know what you should do to watch for the boxing?
Yeah.
So he's just throwing a left hook. He's gone right on a right one. You were doing that,
I've done a few boxing watch-alongs.
Yeah, he has actually.
I am doing a 48-hour live stream next month.
Nice.
I want to up the levels. You know, I like setting records. I like, you know, doing things like what other content creators haven't do, because I think that's what is important. So I'm going to do a 48-hour live stream. But I will be allowed to go to sleep for a little nap. But you're not watching me sleep. I will just say, chat, I'll be back in a few hours.
I wouldn't want to watch you sleep, Footy. It's not Big Brother.
Yeah, but there's some people out there that will want to see that.
It's weird.
It's weird. It's weird.
Obviously, I'm not going to film myself in it, so...
All we're going to see is Footy's camera off and then he comes back.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I did a 24-hour one not long ago. Straight. No messing.
Wow.
So...
Oh, yeah, you did that one. Yeah, you did.
Yeah, because I did it...
Phillips come on, didn't he?
Yeah, Jamie came on. A load of people came on. So I said I'll do it if he's signed for Liverpool, and obviously he signed. So do you know what? If Liverpool signs Semenyo, I'll do a 48-hour. There you go. You got it on record.
What's the sign Semenyo?
Yeah.
And he's going to be on board and buy a Semenyo shirt.
No Semenyo shirt.
Semenyo shirt,
out.
Semenyo scarf.
I'm Semenyo out.
He didn't even sign for this Semenyo out.
I don't hate against Semenyo, man.
I don't hate Semenyo.
Right, you know what I'm going to show you? I'm gonna show you something. Yeah,
I just think he's average.
I'm gonna show you formation. I'm gonna show you formation. No, I
Oh,
haven't
this
got it.
formation, man.
I haven't got it yet. I haven't got it. I'm bloody.
No, and you ain't upset, man. I've had worse things said.
Where hey footy. Why do you like wind you up, man? Footy was doubting.
We signed Isaac, told him something.
I didn't. I was on the train with Uncle.
He was actually. He was. He was.
Do you know what we do need?
He was. Yeah, I have to say that you was on that train. You got on that train because Mama said, "Get on the train." He said, "Yeah, I'm on it. I'm on it. I'm on that train."
I said, "Yeah, I'm buying the ticket."
Yeah. Remember that now. Footy. I'm online joking with you. Mean it. You, Rod's Cotfather sounds.
No, cheers, man.
And
Only.
And I keep offering you to buy you a pint when I come to Liverpool, and you still said
we
no.
will. We would all be there, Footy. Yeah.
Pretty 48-hour stream about we're all going to be there.
And if you're there for the whole time, I'll feel bad.
Footy, apologize if upset you. Just joking. No.
It's all right.
It's all bants.
No, you don't. Yeah, you won't say Footy, man.
We don't take things seriously here. You should know that.
Footy's a G like that.
Do you know what I was watching back on your channel the other day, Unks? I was watching a show. I didn't realize I did a show with Cal. It was on your channel. I didn't. I thought I only did a show with Matt, and then I rewatched it, and I was like,
"No, you have." That's what I was trying to tell you. I was trying to tell you that when I done that show with Cal on the Friday, you was on there. I
remember now. Yeah,
you had N90 was on. You N90.
Baby Phillips.
Yeah, you was on there, bro.
That show was class.
Because if you remember the day, right? Like, you wasn't talking much, and you were talking on. You were always having conversation between. That's what I mean. Then I came to you and brought you into the conversation because I thought so. No, it's not really fair that I've got my mate on here, and like not involved him in the conversation, and I brought you into that conversation, and you started talking. I thought you would have remembered that.
I wouldn't say I was shy. I was just like, I'm actually on a show. Like, I looked. Yes, like for me, a lot of the people that I watched, I looked up to them in the sense of why I did YouTube. So I was kind of like. I kind of forgot I was on the show. I was just kind of like enjoying it. Do you get it? And then I was like, "Oh shit!"
Yeah, I get it. Because
do you know what I mean?
I remember I went downstairs. To make tea for my old fellas. Yeah, we went to tea, and I was downstairs, and like this is talking about the show, and I was like downstairs, and I just stood up. I stood up and I said, "I can't believe I fucking pulled it off." You know what I mean? I just couldn't believe I pulled it off that sort of like that panel. I couldn't believe I pulled it off. Do you know what I mean? Because it was a good panel. It was a really good panel, and we was all having a laugh and this and that, and you know what I mean. And then the numbers were up and stuff, so it was a good show. And I couldn't actually believe that I pulled it off.
Do you know who was nice? I enjoyed talking to Matt backstage when he was giving tips.
Yeah. Matt's all right.
You'd have to get Drift on, man, because I think he's jokes.
I'm gonna try. I will try and get him on. I will try.
He's got his own channel now.
Yeah, Drifty TV.
Yeah. I go the match 40 when you're going. Cool.
Yeah. When I go, Ant, I'll drop you a text. And what? I know
40 wasn't confident at all.
See, I wasn't confident. I was more just like enjoying it. Like I remember when I did a live stream in the summer, and I had like 200 plus people watching me straight away. I was enjoying it. Like I was thinking, shit, 200 people was in the building. Fuck me, like this is like enough to fill up like I don't know, a fucking hall or something. And I was just enjoying it, man.
Yeah, you was. I could see you taking in, but I also thought it's only fair that I've got you in the panel. it's only fair that I bring you into the conversation. It's only fair. You know what I mean? Read this one out. It's directed towards you. You know.
Okay. Genuinely wish Cop5 would explain to country what us scouters actually mean by socialism. Yeah, because it annoys me when I hear people talking about socialism, because it was actually mainly created in Liverpool just so the people of Liverpool could actually have their own little area, so they could just do what's best for Liverpool, not the other cities in the country, but just for Liverpool. So when they go on about socialism now, going to America, for example, making America a socialist country, it won't work because you wouldn't be able to get all that have to have all the states doing the exact same thing. It won't work. That's the problem with socialism. It only works if it's only done for one thing each. So one state each being a socialist state, that would work. But for Liverpool itself, that's why socialism was created for Liverpool, just to make Liverpool better. That's it.
I was debating with Footy, and I told him we will sign Isaac.
To be fair with Ant, like I remember when there was so many times I was live and he was like, "Yo, Footy man, check Anfield Edition, check Anfield Buzz," and like the summer was brilliant, man. Like the summer doing content, I don't think I'll ever forget it.
That's where the first seen you.
You know, the numbers were fucking mad.
They were actually. They were.
Like the fact that I had on one stream got like 8,500 views. I was like, fucking Jesus. I was like, man, I fucking made it.
That's a mad time, boy.
Like my mum even put me on the channel downstairs and she saw like over 200 people watching me live. She was thinking, shit. You know, you just gotta work hard, and the thing is with YouTube is you just gotta it's like a road. Just get in your car and just drive down the road and keep going till you get to the destination.
That's it.
True.
Life's about the journey, not the destination.
The tire might pop, you might get a few bumps, but as long as you get to the end, you're fine.
Have you heard that expression, Rod? Life's a journey, not a destination.
Yeah. I mean, and there's another expression: "What goes bad in the morning can't come." What goes bad in the morning cannot come good in the evening. I mean,
breakfast.
So basically, if you're having a bad day, no matter what you do, it's gonna be a bad day.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
That's another one as well. Even the darkest storm has to give way to the brightest day.
Of course.
That's a crack at that one.
Yeah, of course, man. Of course. Long and winded road. Footy.
I think he means winding road.
Well, winding, should say winding road, isn't it? Yeah, long winding road foots. You know what I mean? Yeah, man. Footy reacts, man. What do you think of this Jeremy Jacquet? What do you think of that?
Who?
You heard about this Jeremy Jacquet from Rennes that we're supposed to be looking at?
He's meant to be good.
Yeah, Rennes puts out good players. They do. You know what I mean? The Rennes do put out good players. You know what I mean? Dembele came for that, didn't he?
Yeah.
Dembele.
Yeah. I think Doku did as well, if I'm not mistaken.
He might have. Look it up.
Yeah, Docs did. Yeah.
I thought so.
Yeah, I'm telling you, man. I'm trying to sort of like
Do you want to know something funny about Andico?
Go on.
What?
All his Christmas shopping on Christmas Eve. Told me in the chat.
Is it?
Yeah. He don't know your shopping.
I do that as well, Christmas Eve, and if I want to, you know what I mean?
He all set for Christmas Cop.
No. The message is I'm not.
I'm all set now. I just need to wrap 4 presents.
I've got a couple of birthdays coming up as well now. My mum's birthday's today. My brother's birthday, and then her brother's birthday is on the same day, and then my day after.
Mm.
So when's your birthday?
21st.
So your birthday's on Monday, isn't it? Birthday's on Monday.
No, Sunday.
There's this guy, Jeremy Jacquet. Yeah, me.
Oh no, I was looking into the centre back.
That is the centre back. He is the centre back.
That is the centre back.
No, there's another one from Brensby. Like,
Is there?
he's got a weird ass name.
I don't
There's
know.
another centre back that we like as well.
He's my
Is it
same.
Klopperbeck?
I do all my shopping, then have a beer.
If I'm Liverpool, I'm making a move to sign Jeremy Jacquet in January window. Only 20 years old, but he's such an exciting centre back already. Since breaking into Rennes, he has only gotten better and better. Jacquet is pretty much everything you want in a modern day centre back. He's fast, has great athleticism with long legs that enables him in all forms of defending, whether it's making key interceptions, decisive blocks, or last-ditch sliding tackles. So what we saying? What we guys saying, man? What we talking about? What we saying about this guy here?
Bring him in.
If
he's going to be 20 years of age, he's not going to be that expensive because he's going up. They're going off potential rather than value.
Yeah, I'm feeling that actually. You know,
I'll do some I'll do some watch some clips and do some research on him. I might do a show on him.
Yeah, I think I might touch that because I think really and truly in the day, if we can sort of like bring in these 20-year-olds or a few of these 20-year-olds, that's the future. You know what I mean?
That's the point. Yeah.
You know, and he's got about listen, if he's as good as he is, you know what I mean, right? He's got like 10 or 12 years in front of him, bro. You know what I mean?
Here's a question. Go on. Who would you guys rather sign? Mark Ghehi or Mickey van der Ven?
Mark Ghehi.
Mickey van der Ven, me.
Why?
I think we're going to sign Mickey van der Ven.
Fuck off.
Why?
What do you mean, fuck off?
Fuck off. We ain't doing that.
If we sign Mickey van der Ven, I'd be gassed.
We ain't doing that, man.
He's a quality centre back.
Yeah, but
we're buying from other teams like Bayern.
You know what it is? I hear you, Foots. I hear you, Foots. I hear you on a lot of obviously a lot of these potential players that we can get in. I hear you, but the only problem that I've got with it, a lot of them are unrealistic. They're not coming to Liverpool.
If we slap 70 million to Tottenham, Mickey van der Ven's jumping at the chance.
Right, why would we slap 70 mil when we can get another player for less than that?
Because Mickey van der Ven's better than Ghehi.
No, he's not.
Yes, he is. He's quick.
No, he's not, man.
Oh, the only thing Mark Ghehi is better
than. Come on, man.
Mark Ghehi plays in a three in the back.
You know what I said to you earlier, when I said to that, your that Bayern Munich guy earlier on, stop the cap.
Yeah.
You know what? How about just punish me and play a Squidler?
I know it.
Fucking Squidler.
Yeah.
Have you not played Squidly on the show yet?
Not yet.
Take your time, Squidly. Me a ride bike and you ride bicycle and you lead me. Watch your roach gully corner. Watch roach gully corner. Squidly. Squidly. Fully salt, you pussy clot in a ear. Too enough, man. Oh, Squidly. Squidly. You alright? Where the bicycle? Oh,
it gets me every time. It's the way the kid's on the bike. He's like leaning forward. He's like,
this comment is so true.
Squidler.
went home. Went home. Was it? Is that bark?
So I'll read it. I'll read it because when he puts the word missing, he means pissing down. So Footy went home bargains before, absolutely pissing down with rain. No matter what weather, Scouser is always in shorts. Cop father knows. We are shorts and a hoodie and a baseball cap. That's how we roll.
In winter,
even now, still in the hoodie.
It was 1 a.m. and I went to the local Tesco's because it was a 24-hour in winter. I was like, "Ma'am, I'm going to Tesco." She's like, "At this fucking time?" I'm like, "Yeah, I'm gonna go and get some. I don't know. I'm gonna get a snack from Tesco, innit?" She's like, "Well, put your fucking coat on." I was like, "Nah, fuck, I'll just go in shorts." I literally went in some fucking shorty ass shorts, yeah, and probably, I think I went in just a t-shirt, and then obviously when I got to the Tesco, I was like, "Fucking Jesus, it is actually cold here." And then, yeah, my mum was like, "You're mental." I used to wear shorts everywhere. I used to be mad on shorts. But I don't really like wearing tracksuit bottoms. I don't know. I don't find them comfy. Like, if I'm in the house, I've got shorts on now. I've just got a pair of Nike shorts on right now. Like, for me, I shorts in the house, and then when I leave the house, I wear cargos.
I hear that.
But yeah, man, growing up here in the 90s, it was a pair of shorts and a hoodie. That was the style. Pair of shorts and a hoodie.
I'm feeding this kid here, you know. I'm feeding this kid.
Pause.
Yeah. Pause.
Fucking G. No, that's no.
That's a pause. That's a pause too.
Oh dear.
That's a pause.
White socks and trainers.
Wait. You guys wear white socks and trainers?
Yeah, man.
White socks and trainers, man.
If we can get this kid and they to this,
you wear white trainers?
You will.
Monks, do you wear socks with white socks with trainers?
No, it's a style. Basically, you have your white trainers and you have the white socks, but they go up to the ankles, and you sometimes wear them with sandals as well.
Yeah, I wear my Nike socks.
Not up to your ankles, you don't.
Oh, I do.
You were right. And you were right. He does do that.
No, I have them like that far up.
No, you're supposed to push them all the way down.
No.
Yes.
I do have a clue what you mean, Ant, because my granddad takes the piss out of me when I do it.
See, you were right. You were right.
My
they already got this guy. Hold on, they already got this guy here, yeah, in a Liverpool shirt, you know.
Yeah, obviously cop that out.
Liverpool want to sign Rennes centre back, Jeremy Jacquet, according to reports.
Yeah, he does. Yeah.
We can do that. You know? We should do that. Was I think of winding up, you know. So Footy looks like someone from
Kirby. He does. Yeah, you're right.
Kirby. Not brutal.
Oh,
I've been a brutal before, you know. I've been on brutal.
Oh, it's hilarious.
Years ago, though. That was years
I don't
ago.
look like someone from Kirby, Ant, because my granddad's from Walton. So hold that.
Yeah. What do you think? And then they got the guy in got this guy in Liverpool kit already, man.
Oh no, I'm not.
What's he done?
Sock robber. Look, if you put me on full screen, you'll actually see my white socks in the background.
You're going to make it worse.
Robbery, you know?
What?
Man says socks robber, man.
And I'm from Kirby, no? Didn't Andy from Kirby?
Oh, brilliant.
Yeah, man. That looks good.
I've heard that in years. The Kirby sock robber. I've not heard that in years.
You know what it is, yeah? This outfit actually suits this guy, you know.
He does, man.
I think he's made for Liverpool. You know, trust. I mean,
I still can't believe that mad pause.
oh yeah, as a mad one still. Don't rush
That is
man.
a fucking mad one.
Yeah, but what it is at the day, right? It's not really a pause because, like,
It is. I'm feeling this kid.
no,
Pause.
in the urban community, they say like, they'll say, yeah, I'm feeling that, man, or that they will say like, yeah, I fucked with that. I fuck with that still. You know what I mean?
Just don't finish
You
the
know what I
rest of
mean?
that sentence.
No, but see, they say fuck with that. You know, they say
I know. Just
whether they put sort of like, you know what I mean? Rennes centre back Jeremy Jacquet has been extensively scouted by Liverpool this season, relentlessly impressed by the 20-year-old composure and leadership qualities beyond his years. I could see this happening in there.
I could see us completely ignoring Ghehi and going for Jacquet.
Sorry?
I could see us completely ignoring Ghehi and going for Jacquet instead.
I could see us getting both.
No, that'd be interesting.
I could see us getting both.
Where's that put Canate then?
Huh?
Where's that put Canate? I'm thinking him.
I think Canate is gonna leave, you know.
No, I don't.
I think he's gonna go on a free. Wind me sister-in-law mate ups shocking because she's from Kirby, so watch them white socks white socks on the washing line. Stop that. Is that what they're all wearing? Kirby white socks?
Yeah.
Fucking hell, man. Fuchi, you're Grant.
Even wear white socks with sandals.
Near Old Goodison. Is that where your friend dad lives, near Old Goodison?
Yeah, not too far from it. Yeah. If you go to the bathroom window and you look from a very like Pacific angle, you can see like Goodison Road with like the back of the stadium. Obviously, it's all been ripped down now, starting to. Because the club shop's gone now. There's no club shop in next to Goodison now. They got rid of the club shop. It's just completely naked. Pause.
Right, I'm gonna wrap the show up. Yeah.
Please, before he starts putting anything on about Kirby in the chat.
No, innit? And you don't know.
We all know you wear fucking white socks.
No shit. Hang on.
I don't want to see.
No, I'll put your foot in there.
Don't send me your foot.
Foot up there. Man, put his foot in.
Hey, Footy, meet my foot.
Man's out here showing his feet now.
Yeah, man, Kirby, man. Never been to Kirby, you know. I've been to Bootle. I've been to Bootle. That's where Stephen Gerrard's from, Bootle, isn't he?
Mm-hmm.
What was you doing in Bootle?
I went to see a girl, woman.
Woo!
This is years ago. This is like I think it was the end of the 90s, I think. It's years ago, man.
Go on, Uncle.
Long time, man. Long time.
Was it successful?
Of course.
Heighton, Gerrard from Heighton.
Mission accomplished, man.
Heighton, Gerrard's from Heighton.
Sorry?
It says Gerrard's from Heighton.
Oh, I thought he's from Bootle. Sorry, I thought he's from Bootle.
No. He's from Heighton, but I think he lived in Bootle. I think that's what it was.
Okay.
See, I think you guys got mixed up with Trent because Trent's from West Derby, isn't he?
That's what I thought you meant. Buy one sock, get another sock free for 2 for 1. Buy two socks for 1.
And I know you wear Nike socks, mate. Don't you? I know you wear Nike socks, yeah, and you wear Nike Air Maxes or you wear TNs. I know you do. So.
Oh, so Trent lived in Norwich Green. That's interesting.
Norwich Green, Norwich Green. And
Yeah,
was
'cause
it
he
Croxteth? Croxteth, isn't it?
They
Norwich.
cleaned it up. They've cleaned it up now, apparently. Croxteth and Norwich Green. They cleaned them up now since all that crap years ago.
Right, like that, innit?
Well, no, because obviously Trent lived a stone throw from Anfield, and obviously Norwich Green ain't too far.
Yeah.
Yeah, but they mean all the stuff that went on years ago with that killing of Reece. They mean
I
been cleared up
hate
since then.
talking about him, man. He's a little rat.
Yeah, crocky prick.
So
Yeah,
can you tell us more about this girl in Bootle?
Sorry?
Can we know more about this girl in Bootle?
It's years ago, bro.
Well, have you not got a number?
Right, this is 1998 and we're in 2025 now.
Oh,
Very much down to get the same
me,
outcome.
you know what I mean?
But then they were using bloody
In other words,
outcomes,
no,
mate.
I haven't got a number still. You know what I mean? Man, I kidding with his sucks argument in a brother.
He's killing me.
Oh,
with these
quite because I
socks.
sold the sock. Stop, man.
It was the one thing that used to get thrown at Kirby people, you dirty sock robber.
Of course, saying socks, you know, right? It's better to be a knickers.
That's the point. They used to say Kirby will nick your socks and then Scousers will nick your trainers.
Fuck me.
That's what they used to
Footy, shush, you wasn't even born or thought of it. Love.
They were talking about when we were.
let's just diss him again.
Watch them white socks, Rod's dangerous. Frost clot. Well, I call you white socks in the brother.
Yeah, the sock thieves in Kirby.
Socks thieves, you know. Imagine that. That's got me sort of like, yo, fam. Yo, fam. Socks thieves.
This is going back to the 90s, though. That's what he's doing.
Bro, you know
bro,
how poor you have to be to not be able to put forward a pair of socks. Fuck me. It looks like Michael. You're not deep in it, bro. You're not deep. Right. I'm gonna wrap up the show, man, because I've been on too long, man. Nearly 3 hours, you know.
Talking about socks.
Yeah, you get me. Socks argument, man. Socks argument. Imagine that day you get known as being a socks thief. Imagine.
That was Kirby, though. Kirby at the time, during the 90s, was seen as the white sock thieves because they all used to wear white socks up to their ankles and white trainers. That's what they were seen as.
Oh, I don't wearing white trainers.
Don't pay for this comedy. He's absolutely killing me, this one.
Yeah, footy. Stay behind to show me how to do this thing, yeah?
Yeah.
All right then, bro. All right then. Please like and subscribe, yeah, to the channel. But if you're a socks thief, don't bother. Don't bother. No socks thief round here, bro. Where it was, I've got.
He means I've got another.
Yeah, go on then. Go quick before I leave. Quick before I leave, man. You know what I mean? Yeah, so like and subscribe. Obviously, if you're a person that robs socks, don't bother, you know. Yeah, because that's a special kind of poor, you know. You know that, innit? It's a special kind of poor. That is a special kind of poor. You know what I mean? Special kind. That's just a special kind of poor. You cannot be poor like that. They rob socks, man. Not allowed that, innit? You know what I mean?
That's it. 4 white socks. Never saw any shoes. That was it.
Fully white socks and Evertonian shoes. Yeah, Evertonian shoes today.
Oh man.
Oh, yeah, you know, I thought that guy's name, you know, right? It was like Victor Nietzsche. Victor Nietzsche. That was a guy.
Oh, Nietzsche.
Yeah, Victor Nietzsche. Victor. You know, like them Africans at the day, they got like basically got English names, yeah. Then they got like a long ass bloody African name. Take it easy, kid. Right. Do you know that what's that guy? That guy Ross Barkley. Do you know his granddad is black, isn't it?
No, I don't know that.
Yeah, his granddad's Nigerian.
Oh,
Yeah, his granddad's Nigerian.
but like we said earlier, that's how you end up with different races in your bloodline just by that. Very, very simple.
Yeah, bloodline, isn't it? All right. I think
Rod's
that
father. He's got one last comment. I'll read that one. Rod's Cup 5 and my comedy stand is done. Big up, man. You know, he's struggling, mate.
Right, guys. I am off. Please like and subscribe to the channel. Hit me up in the comment section. And we'll probably be back tomorrow or Friday, one of the two. You know what I mean? Because I've got to do a match review, you know, for the match preview for the thing, innit? What's he done now? White socks, you know. Stop that. When I see you laughing, I know he's done. I know that Antico's done something. I know he's done something. So I'll see you for the match preview sometime on Friday or some shizer like that. What you got coming next? What you got coming on your channel, bro?
Show in the morning. I've got a preview with a Spurs fan. Boxing watch along. Match reaction preview again. Yeah, just shows.
Big up.
No, I'll be wearing. I'm wearing grey socks tomorrow, and
white socks tomorrow. Stop that. This guy's betting it. This guy's dread. All right. Yeah, man. Please subscribe to that channel still. Kirby Socks, you know. Stop that. Kirby Socks Robbie, you know, allow that, man. On that note, I'll see you guys later. Take care.